We are now.
Yep, it's counting.
Ready or not.
Right.
Hold on, folks. We is all here together.
It might just be us.
Yeah. That's a. Yeah.
Sorry about the glare. I'll change.
Oh, yeah.
I'll change directions.
We
are live and in person.
He put my thing up there next to y'all on the thumbnail. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That glare will go away.
Yeah, I had to.
There we go.
Slap a thumbnail together this morning. I was running late for work, so I was like, give me a selfie, give me something. I'll slap a thumbnail together for us. And
I was on the bike when you text me. You're in a lot of my videos when you're texting me. You and Eric when y'all are texting.
Yeah, I did that too.
I got yours on there. I know your your text tone when you text me. It's a Robin Hood and a married man. So I know when it's you on there. And it went off, and as soon as I got on the bike today, and I was like, I said, I wonder. He must know I'm off work. I'm gonna look see what it is.
Did it go live?
Yeah, we live.
Yeah, we live.
Yeah,
we're live and in living technical color.
Welcome back to America.
I'm gonna be paying attention to the road, but I got y'all on my ear.
Yeah, do that.
The Hooligan Duct Tape Community.
It looks great. You look heavenly, Buck.
Yeah.
I'll be making a turn up here in just about a half a mile.
No, you're fine.
It'll be out of my screen.
Looking at the world through a windshield.
That's his aura.
Here we go. Well,
you're positively glowing.
I'm positively going south.
Going south. Hey, you been back in Florida for long, didn't you say?
Hope not. I just come
We
out of the
got
house
4 watching. Who's that? Us 4?
yeah.
There's 6 of us there.
Where does it tell you that? There we got wheel burners in here. All right.
He's watching it.
Wheel burner.
That's a good looking panel.
Yeah. What can I say? We got great friends, man.
Jump on here, Wheel Burner.
I tried to get Wheel Burner in here for just come say hi for a minute before you went live, but we're here.
What's up, Wheel Burn Express?
Jump on here, Wheel Burner. Let us know a little bit about your charity that you got going on.
For a few minutes,
get on
man.
the damn interstate from here.
I'm gonna put the old link up.
For
Bucks Lost in Alabama
video.
That sounds like a country song, Lost in Alabama.
Yeah.
What's going on, Paul? You say you out of work now for since school's out, or is school still going?
3.5 days to go.
So then you're gonna be out riding around then until school starts back. You have to put the bike back up, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Try to find some interesting places like you do, Hooligan.
Man, I'm like Mr. Gregory. I just get out and ride, man.
Well, you're a good narrator, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, man.
I love watching your videos because you tell a good story.
Well, thank you, man. I got y'all enough videos till the middle of September, so y'all got.
Yeah, I lack in my storytelling.
So we a good looking panel. We a good looking panel, you say, huh, Wheel Burner? I hope you can understand what the hell we're saying.
I just hey, we're fixing to, Buck.
Thank you. I don't have to say it.
That drives Wheel Burner up the wall. He can't stand us Southerners going around saying we fixing to.
I'm drooling over Paul's cigarette.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't smoke that. Sorry about that.
It's all right. It looks great.
He just quit.
It looks like it tastes really good. By the
way, you won't say that when I cough up a lung.
Oh my God!
I don't even know where you want to go ride, Mr. Gregory. You have to give me. I guess you'll have to.
Hey,
wherever you want to go.
I'll be behind you. So wherever you go, I go.
That works for me. That works for me. I didn't know if you had something other in mind where you.
I don't know nothing about them roads over there, so I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Well, you're gonna find out.
Hey, T-Bone's on. T-Bone's here.
Just know that DeKalb County road surfaces are really bad and busted up.
T-Bone.
The man.
The road. We got a
Legend.
lot of pretty scenery. Roads are terrible.
What's up, T-Bone?
T-Bone's here. You know, we can put him on here.
I'll highlight your comments. Yeah, I think I tagged him in this, so you knew about it.
That's why I was telling Dean in Virginia, me and him going to get together, do it live. Me and you do the same thing. We'll get together.
I think I need to do that. Maybe during one time or another. We slow down long enough we can.
Dean, post the link on
It's on my community page.
On the community page.
Yeah, that's where I found it.
It's on
MotoBaum Virginia.
There's OG 46.
What's up, Brown Chicken?
It's right there at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, Brown Chicken. That's why if y'all ever watch my videos and y'all wonder why he leaves a comment on our OG 46, he was one of my first 46 subscribers.
Yes, it is, T-Bone. Very much so.
Okay, we got that one.
It's on his community page, Wheel Burner.
I got it on the ticker. You all see the ticker at the bottom too?
Yeah, I can see the ticker at the bottom. It says email me after
was in the mailbox, the white one.
Yeah.
If you get it any smaller, I can't read it. Some of us are
yeah.
I know.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know that's what she told me. OG 46, Brown Chicken.
Yeah, there he is.
He remembers his subscriber number on my channel. That's why he's always putting that on there. He was the first original 46.
Wow.
But now I'm at 536. Not bragging or anything, but I got 536 now. Somebody will like watching it.
Better than me.
Wheel Burner at the bottom.
There he is.
Welcome, Wheel Burner.
What's going on, Wheel Burner?
What's up, Will Burn? Sterling Will. Boom.
Sterling. Where's Sterling? Let's get Sterling in here.
Now, this is a distinguished panel of gentlemen.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, wait till the cops see it. They're gonna go, okay, he's wanted.
Yeah.
There's probably enough of us on here with felonies. It's like, yeah, okay, we can round them all up in one day.
Yeah.
Well, Will Burner, in honor of you being here, I will talk like this. How about that?
Buck, I don't care which way you talk. Sideways, upside down, inside out. I can't understand a goddamn word you're saying anyway.
Well, you got three of us on here Southerners, so there you go.
That's all
right. We're going to the ball. You want to?
Yeah.
There's 4 of us
does
on
that
here
look?
The raffle got out of hand today. That's great news.
Yeah, we kicked some major money in there today.
That's great news, dude.
In 5 days, MotoBaum in 5 days, because this only started 5 days ago. Actually, 4.5 days ago, and in 4.5 days, we've $2,020.
Nice.
Like we set the bar at like 10 grand.
Yeah,
thinking, okay, we're gonna aim. Last year we hit $6,800, right? That was for the St. Christopher Truck Driver Relief Fund. So this year we went, okay, let's kick it up a notch and let's go for 10. And man, we're 5 days in, and we're already at 20% of that. And
4 days in.
The main drive is not for another 10 days. So who knows what number we're gonna hit before we even get to the drive?
Are you gonna fly down there and
4 days in, Brian? 4 days in, Brian.
Are we 4 days in? Okay,
Today's
sorry,
day 4.
Buck.
Today's day 4.
Rolling Throttle's in the house.
Are you going to go down to Florida and present that money to him in person, or how you going to do that?
No, we're gonna send it to Will. Well, we don't have to give the money that we've collected for the wheel so far. That's between Sterling and I that have collected it. That money will be wired down. Dave and Cindy have a way of being paid down there. They got their own way. They got links and all that kind of stuff. So the money will be sent to them. On the day of the drive itself, we're collecting nothing. Forgotten Angels will be providing us with a link and a QR code. So you guys will be donating and your money goes directly to the charity. Nobody touches it.
Nice.
Right? And that's the way we want it. We want nobody touching it. That way they get 100% of everything that comes in.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
That's rare to see nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, remember, Forgotten Angels has done this before, so they've already worked out all the bugs. They've, they know how to collect. They know how to collect money, so they've got themselves set up with the links, and they've got themselves set up with a special QR code, and they will provide that to me, and it'll be on the screen, and everything will be up there, and all you got to do is like either hit the link or hit the QR code. It'll open a screen on your phone, and then you can donate. And it'll go directly to them, and then you will get your you get a receipt, right? Which is any donation, Canada or the U.S., any donation is 100% tax deductible, right? So you will, as soon as you donate to them, you'll automatically get your receipt from them.
That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, Buck's the one that got all this started. Suggested it to you, didn't he?
No.
No.
Me and Sterling made a suggestion. As far as the.
I know y'all had a hand.
Well, all we did was request that Forgotten Angels be a part of the selection process.
No, I did this last year. Long before I met Buck. And last year was my first attempt at this, like my channel's first doing it. So I did it last year, and like I said, we raised 60. And last year we only did it on 3 days' notice. We put it together in 3 days, and we still were able to raise $6,800. So then we decided we're going to do this every year. So this year I gave them a choice. What I did is I gave the subscribers, I gave everybody, send me your choices. Send me what you want. Right. So we had about 23 or 24 suggested channels or suggested charities. And then my wife, Darlene, and we narrowed it down to the top 5 or 6. And Forgotten Angels. Now I'm gonna throw Buck under the bus here a bit, because he ran around in the background and he scraped up everybody he knew that was associated with Forgotten Angels, and then they all voted, right? So it was lopsided. Like the voting wasn't even close. Forgotten Angels.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Well, no, my hat's off.
Yeah, don't hate the player. Exactly, Buck. What Buck said.
Well, no, and I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad he did. Because
absolutely.
We gave the choice of the heart and stroke, and then we gave Alzheimer's and Wounded Warriors, but all of those charities don't operate the way Forgotten Angels does, right? Forgotten Angels operates in a way where there's no salaries. Dave and Cindy don't take a salary, right?
And those charities are also tarnished slightly in a way. And they don't have the best track record on being squeaky clean with their stuff.
Eric, you're right. You're 100% right. But when it comes to that, you got to basically pick the best of the worst. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's what I was dealing with. And then Forgotten Angels was suggested. And then they won by a landslide anyway. Right. So it wasn't even close. I think it was like 60% they won by.
That's what I was trying to do, is give Buck credit, because Buck put in the work with it, got it out there.
It was Buck and Sterling both.
Hey, Flip, what's up?
Flip's there.
I heard that Wounded Warrior had 7 of those off-road wheelchairs, those track wheelchairs, and out of those 7, there was 3 that they couldn't account for. So I mean, come on, man.
Well, I don't know anything about that. And I don't really want to sit here and trash another charity. I'm just here to talk. Yeah. I'm just here to talk about, the Forgotten Angels, and it doesn't matter who. And again, it doesn't matter who gets credit. Yeah. Right? Buck, Sterling, me, anybody that's been doing all this work to get this done. I don't give a rat's ass. The only thing I'm concerned with here is that those kids get as much money as possible. That's all we care about.
Right.
Right.
That's what it's all about.
100% of the money goes directly to the charity. It's not nobody gets a salary. It doesn't get funneled and picked apart here and there. It doesn't get picked apart, which is
you're absolutely right. That was one thing when we vetted. I couldn't believe it. And then when I was talking to Dave and Cindy on the phone, and Like there's no salaries, there's no money.
I hope y'all aren't sensitive to light.
they do take They take a very small stint bid to cover the cost of the charity. It costs money to operate the charity, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So they take just enough to cover the expenses of the charity, and everything else goes to the kids. Well, how the hell are you going to top that?
Yeah.
Right.
I know I had a great time down there in March. I can't wait to go back.
Oh, it's awesome.
I'm hoping to get down there.
We were crossing past Mr. Ray and didn't even know it. And Hooligan was texting me, Have you seen Mr. Ray yet? Have you seen Mr. Ray yet? I'm like, there's so many people running around back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. The sad part is I had to leave Saturday morning, and Saturday was the best day to be there.
I didn't get down there until Friday afternoon. And the first person I met was when I got down there Friday afternoon and got off my motorcycle, the first person I met running around with her little camera was Red Ryder.
Yep. Yep. I got to meet her. I got a picture of her here somewhere with me and her.
I think that's her first time down there too.
And her trip was sponsored by a very good friend, of ours. And if it wasn't for him sponsoring her trip down there for her to be there to help with promoting for Forgotten Angels.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to him if he's.
I asked her was she coming back in October. She didn't know.
I'm hoping to get down there in October, but man, October's coming up on us quick. What day, y'all?
Yeah.
Again, it's on the 24th.
It is coming up quick.
To the 27th.
27th.
24th.
I'd love to go, but don't have the money.
24th to the 27th, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm hoping. I just need. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
That's October. Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of the camp out, real quick, I'll if I can have another couple of minutes. When folks make their way down, I'm gonna be hosting. I'm gonna plan to be off that whole week ahead of time. So when folks come through and they need a place to stop and rest and recharge for the night, my 3.5 acres will be open, plus the house and stuff like that will be done by then, and we can have more room for folks to have a night to spend and not have to spend money in a hotel room or nothing.
Go get me a cold
You have
water.
to shoot me your address, dude. If I get down there,
I'll do it.
I don't know if you
glad to.
Yeah, you have to shoot me your address. I'm gonna try to get down there, but man, paying this rent every month, I don't know. I run out of money after a while.
I'm going down early. I'm going down Tuesday. David told me to come down Tuesday when I left in March. So I said, okay, I'll come down Tuesday.
They really don't want. They've been telling a lot of people's been showing up on Wednesday. I don't think they want to show up before the general public show up before Thursday down there.
Right.
No, they don't. But that's why I made sure I asked David, because if you get the old clear with David,
and the ones that he tells specifically, it's okay to come down earlier.
Yeah,
it's for a reason, because we get. I wasn't able to make it down there early this year. In March, but we helped set up everything that needs to be set up.
He needs bodies. He needs bodies to run wherever and to help get stuff and everything.
Brian, if you ever make it down, if you and Dar ever make it down, it's a community environment. It would probably remind you, of
the old days,
like going to a campground or something for the weekend with a bunch of friends and family.
Well, Brian and Dar could fly down.
Yeah, we could fly. We've got a couple of trips. We've got a couple of trips already planned for this year. Like, we're going to actually be in Florida in November. We're going to visit other friends of ours in November, so that's going to be past that date.
Okay.
And
but you could still go swing back by on your way back up to Canada after you've seen your friends down there in November. You could go by there and see what your money, see the thing in person, see what.
Well, that's something that I can do, because where I'm going to Fort Pierce, right? Which is on the east side of Florida, right on the ocean. But we plan to be down there for about a week, and we're going to do some tootling around. We got we're staying with certain friends. Actually, we're staying with Chicken Hawk and his wife, Special K. And now I don't know if any of you know who Chicken Hawk is. He's in my chat,
yeah.
my other chat.
I think I've heard of him, yeah.
So we're going to stay with Chicken Hawk, and then but while we're down there, we're going to be tootling around and going to run around. We'll be touching a couple of, anyway. Getting over to the Forgotten Angels compound to see Dave and Cindy would not be out of the realm of possibilities. It would be something we could probably do.
Yeah. I've been missing yours, Will Burner. I haven't been watching your lives because I've been at work most of the time.
Well, son, you get it done. You do whatever you got to do.
Yeah. Glad you're doing it.
I've been wearing that T-shirt that you sent me. I like it.
Well, I'm glad you like it, man. Oh, we appreciate you watching when you do.
Man, I'm out of pocket on a lot of things. I work and I come home and I'm dog tired and I don't usually turn nothing on. But I got a whole bunch of videos on my channel for y'all to watch. If y'all want to watch those, I got them. I schedule them now, so I don't release them all at once.
But like I was saying, Mr. Ray, and you folks that are up in North Georgia, if y'all want to make it just down to the state line there at Florida and stop for the evening and go on down the next morning, you can, because state line ain't but 3.5 hours from down there.
Yeah,
you don't have to try to make a full day of it.
Yeah, March I spent the night in Lake City, but coming back I came all the way back home.
I'm not going back through Lake City. I'm not allowed in Lake City anymore.
Lake City?
I'm not allowed in Lake City anymore.
Just stay on the interstate, hooligan. You'll be fine.
I can't go back to the city.
Wear a mask.
There was some stuff that went down there about 3 years ago. I ain't allowed back in Lake City. I'm watching.
Just go through it. Don't stop.
Yeah, I ain't stopping. I'm going to swing wide. I didn't think this old mountain boy was going to make it out of Lake City. They said that I wouldn't leave. I said, son, I'm from Sand Mountain. I'm going to get out of here. Trust me. I ain't affair to you.
But same to you, Mr. Ruby. Yeah, all you folks from up that way. Y'all welcome.
What time does winter hit up there in Connecticut? You all up in Connecticut, so that'd be a heck of a ride for you to get back in winter, because that's gonna be an October.
Yeah, I usually on Halloween, like October 31st, I usually get Ruby in the house for the winter.
Right. He parks his motorcycle inside the house.
That's one of the first videos I've seen. When Ruby was sitting next to his.
Yeah, I remember that.
His motorcycle talking. That's the first video, I think.
Hey, that's my baby.
I don't stay off of mine long enough to put them up.
If I lived on the bottom floor, I'd definitely be having it in the house. But it'd be a heck of a trick when they ride up on the second floor.
That'd be hell of a trick, hooligan, for that.
It'd make a good video, wouldn't it?
It would. But I tell you, I am definitely not against having the motorcycle in the living room. I am all about that.
We're talking about motorcycles, and wheel burners probably foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
Julie had her motorcycle in there in the kitchen next to the stove.
They came out of the Suburban. That's what the good ones I could save.
I could park my poor old bike outside. I've been having some trouble with the neighbors saying it's too loud.
Waking that baby up.
Yeah.
Hey, she ain't moved in, but she moved in back in November. I've lived there going on 5 years. Ain't nobody started complaining until she moved in November. So I ain't worried about it. If you want it quiet, move out to the country. Don't live in town.
Move out to the country.
There you go. She didn't see that motorcycle sitting there when she moved in, did she?
Yes, sir. That motorcycle was sitting. I bought that motorcycle in December. I moved in here in January of 2021. So yeah, I've had that motorcycle since 2020. It's going about 5 years now. So it ain't like I just bought it yesterday. So if they don't like it,
that's what I said. When she moved in, she ain't blind. She seen it.
Oh, she's seen it. She won't say nothing to these other dudes, but they just own their motorcycles. They don't ride them.
Just own them,
like that. I actually ride mine. That's why she's picking on me, because mine's actually moved. I don't just buy it to own it. Say that I own one. Mine's actually ridden. So.
Well, they ought to be happy you don't have to go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Not anymore. I did that last year when I was working at Foodland. I was leaving in this morning. Hey, I will be respectful to anybody if you come to me directly and tell me. But if you're gonna be like that, nah. I'm not put. I don't get pushed. I don't get pushed around. I don't take that kind of stuff. That just ain't in me. If you come up to me and talk like you got some sense, say, hey, this is bothering me, and don't come in there raising hell about it, fine. But if you gonna come out and showing your butt, no. And especially when you call the police on me and file a noise complaint on me, nah, that ain't gonna fly with me.
You've had enough people calling the police on you this year without her.
That's right.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That guy.
I'm gonna get real popular real quick.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take no credit for you having the police called on you, but I know when sick, we were talking a lot about you. And he, like, should I do? I said, yeah, hell yeah, you should do that. We don't know if he's sitting in a freaking chair and gone out, been there for 3 days, and stinking up the place. He's really like worried.
Yeah, the longer I was waiting, the more anxious I was getting.
Oh yeah, I was like,
And then like one of the days I talked to Sterling and he was like, yeah, I went to bed that one night and I felt sick. I was like, Jesus Christ, I waited too long. I started getting myself all crazy. I'm like, he's in a ditch.
Well, not only that,
I should have called sooner. I was like, what the hell was I thinking? I just should have called the first day.
I was getting messages from a sick bastard too. He's like, man, are you anywhere close by where you can stop by? You kind of know where his apartment's at. I'm like, I'd have to knock on every door on the second floor. I wouldn't know exactly which one it'd be.
Yeah.
It's not hard to find if you watch my videos. I'm pretty much stalkable. I mean, but I don't film down here anymore. I've quit doing that. Yeah. Ain't no thing. Mr. Motorbaum, Dean's got Mama's number now, so I'll put your number in her phone. So.
Yeah.
Good.
We need some emergency stuff.
She still don't know how to operate that phone quite well, so she may or may not.
I had Dean call me, won't know if I heard from Hooligan. I go, nope.
Hooligan, did you put our numbers in your wallet, Hooligan?
I got y'all's numbers wrote down and stuck behind the calendar.
All right, good.
I'm old school. I wrote them all down. They're stuck behind the calendar. That's
bathroom wall.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do is the last thing I want to do is call the cops on my friends.
But I ain't no thing. I ain't worried about it. The dude that come down here, the same cop, he's like, man, I know you. I said, wait a minute. He said, yeah, I was the one who came down here when you had to throw her out. I said, yeah, I know who you are.
The key thing is to have nothing to hide, and if you get the cops called on you, you're good to go.
Oh, I ain't worried about it. The cops in Rainsville know my family anyway. I have cops in Rainsville pull me over and say, man, I arrested your uncle back in 1986. And they start telling me the whole dang story. I was like, yeah, y'all know us.
Speaking of this situation, a lot of us out here know that there's already been 2 close friends of the Shade Tree Army that's went down the last 2 weeks on their bikes.
Yeah.
One of them is Shep, that's been a long time volunteer at Forgotten Angels, and he may have just had, I hadn't got an update today, but he may have just had to have surgery on his neck from the fractured vertebrae.
Didn't he just have a wreck pretty recently though? It seems like I remember
back in October at the camp out during the
group ride. Pretty recent.
Him and he had his girlfriend on the bike with him then.
Yeah, I thought that he had one pretty recently down there.
And then Chasing Ghosts, she had her chemical burn, and then she got her heat exhaustion, and she could have went down on her bike because she rides her bike back and forth to work before she gets in her truck.
Right.
And she's finally listened to everybody in the chats and in the discords and stuff, and got herself to the emergency room. So we didn't have another casualty.
Sorry.
So with the weather getting warmer, we got to start hydrating more and thinking about our environment.
I make sure to mention that in the video that I did. I make sure when I made the video, I make sure to tell everybody, bring water. Make sure you got ice water with you, so you can have you something to drink when you ride. Pull over, get you something to drink. Because I always bring water with me. If I get feeling a little loopy, I make sure to bring water with me, some crackers.
Down here in this humidity in the southeast, we step outside and we'll already automatically start sweating. But it comes to a point that we'll sweat too much till when we quit sweating is when we're really in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in August down here, man, is when it really starts kicking up on the heat. Definitely.
But the good thing in October for the camp out, it'll be the humidity will be backing off, and it'll be really nice.
Yeah. I'm hoping to find somebody to ride down there with. I don't know. I don't care to ride by myself. I've done it, but it'd be nicer to have somebody to ride with in case, like you say, one of us gets in trouble. Maybe one of us can help us out. Thank God the other day.
All you got to do is call me.
Thank God when I hit the bridge the other day, I didn't have no new rider with me, because a new rider would have went squirrely, would have went over the edge of the bridge and would have crashed for sure and been dead or in a hammer, because that bike would have landed on them and drowned. I thank God there wasn't no new rider riding with me, because I knew what to do. I didn't panic when I did it, but I didn't know that bridge was going to do that. And man, if I had a new rider with me, that's what I can think about. Man, if I had a new rider, they'd have went right over the edge of the bridge, down in that water about 30 foot, and then they would have drowned, and I would have had to try to get them out. Man, it would have been a mess. Because I don't know how they got down there fast enough to get them out of the water. Because it's ways on down there, and it ain't easy to get down in that water where I was at. Edge of the bridge was sticking up off the road about a foot.
Retired rider, hello.
Hey, John.
Hey, I don't know who it is. That's a new guy, retired rider, Harley Road King. That's a new dude. Welcome, man.
He lives in Ohio.
Ohio. I don't know if I've been to Ohio or not. I know I've been to Michigan.
Guys, I'm going to back on out for now. Y'all enjoy the rest of the conversation. I got to get the dog out. I got to find a place to get the dog out and let him do his business.
All right, bud. Drive safe out there, man.
Everybody, y'all take care. And
be safe, man.
Take care, Box. So long. We'll see you soon.
I'll see each one of y'all in the funny papers.
Yeah, MotoBaum, I'm going to back out, too. I got to go to bed. I start work at 1 a.m. So
man, I'm just glad I know how busy you stay, so I'm just glad you took a little of your time and popped on in. I don't know how you know what? Do it.
I appreciate you giving me my 5 minutes here, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Bye.
You guys be good. See you later, man.
See y'all. See you, buddy.
Later, dude. We'll holler at you. I was going to tell y'all too. I don't want to take up the chat, but I was going to tell y'all too. Y'all know that Australian channel, Dave?
Yeah.
He's trying to get something like Forgotten Angels started over in Australia for their folks.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. All right. You're talking about Dave's channel.
He's mentioned that today on his video. He mentioned that today on his video. He's trying to get it started, kick it up and get it started over and started Forgotten Angels and top thing over in Australia.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that.
I probably should be more concerned with bridges. I tend to move closer to the edge. This was Sterling. This was, I don't know if I can describe it. I don't want to take over the chat. The edge of the bridge, where the edge of the bridge meets the edge of the road, where it butts up there together. The edge of the bridge was sticking up about a foot above the road, and I hit it. And when I did, the front forks completely compressed. The bike went up on its front like a stoppie. And then it went back down. The back wheel broke loose, spun out, and then it took. Then it kind of launched over the little where it was raised up at. I could have went over the edge of the bridge off the little guardrail edge there if I would have panicked and if I didn't keep my wits about me. I could have went completely off.
I am.
But yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm
Mr. Gregory, you said y'all was going to VAM in 3 weeks. So, I mean, next weekend, when I'm off on 23rd, I don't know if you're going to have time to come down before you go up there. Of course,
we're going up. We're leaving here Monday morning, the 8th.
The 8th?
Yeah,
I know you said you was off Friday.
Yeah, I'm off this Friday, and I'm off on the 23rd on a Sunday.
Yeah, I thought about coming on Friday, but we've got a chapter. We got about a 350-mile chapter ride Saturday, and that would I'll be wore out by the time I got back Friday night. Even if I came back Friday night.
Oh yeah, I'd be too much riding to do all in one chew. I'm gonna go there. I'm thinking about this Friday going up to. I'm gonna take a dry run up Tennessee and come back. Hit the like button.
Yeah, the lick the liker. Is that what they say?
I think that's what you say. I say
Lick the like. Lick the like.
Click the liker. Like the liquor button. Whatever.
Like. Lick the like.
Liquor will get you quicker is what I heard.
Ah!
Results.
Okay.
The results of the cornhole board will be posted on the page. It's starting to get dark in here. I might have to turn the light on. That or I'm going blind.
Brother, have to get on these live streams. Yeah, man. Just go to my community page, Retired Rider, and go join up with us for a few minutes. You know.
Come on, John. Get on, buddy.
You're
just
welcome.
go to my community page. Hit the link.
Come on, hang out with us. We don't. That's fine. You can come on.
Rev the like button. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
We do like rev bombs.
Good supporting.
What are you eating, Sid?
I'm sorry. Chicken and Alfredo.
Oh, cool.
And ziti.
Yeah, we went down and had Mexican.
That's hot.
Yeah, I'm starving. Ravenous.
I ate some stuff the other day I didn't never eat before. Something called shawarma down there in Gaston. I went to stop down at shawarma.
I remember I was talking to you when you were eating that hooligan. You said it was pretty good. I gotta shoot insulin.
You say woman. You say woman?
Warma.
Oh, I thought it said woman, like a lady.
I ain't had one in a minute, Mr. Gregory. It's been going on 3 years. It's over 100 in Southern California while I'm at it. Upsets me. Well, don't come to the South because it's already hot down here.
Over
100.
Crazy. It was 96 today in Gainesville.
I'm waiting till I know August is going to be even worse, man. August, you're going to be melting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna melt.
That humidity on you in August, you'll be sitting down here. It just sits right down on top of you. You can't find a good cold place to get cold.
You probably
I was unaware that I moved to the sun.
You cooking that fish? You don't take a bite every now and then?
No, I don't eat grease, man. To be honest with you, I don't eat it. I can't. I cook it all day, man. I come home, I smell like old dirty fish grease and sweat. I don't want to eat it. I stink to high heaven. I smell like an open dumpster when I come home. I smell like old fish grease and that sweat. I don't want to eat that stuff.
Maybe that's what I ought to do. I ought to go work for a fast food place. I'll get sick of eating. I might lose a few pounds.
Oh, there's a thought.
I can't eat. Yeah. Can't eat down there. We get one free employee meal a day, but I can't eat it. After I work in it all day, I can't eat. I can't bring myself to eat it. Now, if I get hungry enough, I will, but I got to be doggone hungry to do it. I usually cook at home because I ain't got nobody here. If I wait on somebody to cook here, I'm gonna starve to death. I come home, there ain't nobody here for me.
Hey, you can't beat peanut butter and fluff.
I'm hating living by myself. I'm starting to understand why the old man talked to strangers at Walmart. Why do you think I make so many YouTube videos? I'm talking to y'all, like y'all sitting there. I love to talk, so I'll talk all day long. That's one thing I ain't afraid to talk.
Go hang out at Walmart.
Yeah, go hang out at Walmart. Hey, I've been if I ever was off on Friday nights, I need to go up there to Blake Community. They got a singles night up there on Friday nights where all the lonely widows go.
Well, you know the best place to find a girlfriend, don't you?
Where's that at?
Church.
Hey, there ain't no. I might have to try that. I'm charged to find the crazy ones.
Church. That's where you find a nice woman at.
That's right.
Shoot, I need to. There ain't none of them over there I work with old enough to mess with, and the ones that's old enough to mess with, they're into women too. So I ain't got no luck there.
You learning in Spanish,
Mr. Gregory? What movie is that in?
The only Spanish I know you can't repeat in public.
Somebody else ask you a question.
What do?
Mr. Gregory, what movie is that in? That's in a movie. Where do you find a good girl? In church.
Yeah.
It is in a
movie. What movie is that from?
I can't remember. I'm not sure.
It's killing me. It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember either.
Only reason I know that is my grandmother used to make me go to church, and I always had a girlfriend.
Man, y'all more lucky than I am. I ain't had one in 3 years.
You might be the lucky one.
Wow.
Hey, I'm tired of being by myself, but I'm getting tired of hearing my own voice. All I do is
I bought myself for 10 years before I met this one. She comes. I took her out one night. She comes spend the night with me on Friday night. Never left. That was 25 years ago.
Yeah. That's magic.
But she was a friend of the girl I was dating, so like we didn't know each other.
Great to meet you now, Ray. You know, I might end up going home with you. Shit.
There you go.
I know how you feel, Hogan.
I'm glad you do there, Paul. I know your wife passed recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, in 2020.
That's still pretty
right, Ruby.
Yeah, thank you. Married for 43 years.
You know, Buck's
a long time.
A year ago. Yeah, Buck's wife's been gone a year.
Yeah, Buck's wife. Damn. All of us have had tragedy.
Yeah, that's no fun there, man.
No. That's horrible.
I just heard a whistle somewhere. Or a screen door.
That was the TV.
It's your woman coming, Hooligan.
Maybe. If she comes back, I'd be shocked. If she came back and went back and got in church, man, I don't know. I couldn't talk. I'd be. I don't talk about her a whole lot, but I mean, I just couldn't put up with her. After a while, I couldn't put up with the stuff she was done. I told her to make a choice. She made her choice, and so that's.
I like crazy, just not crazy. That's gonna drive me crazy.
That she's part of the reason why I'm not allowed back in Lake City, Florida.
Well, no.
I won't go back to Lake City, Florida. Anyway.
I like a little kinky myself.
That sounds like crazy. That'll drive you crazy, Hooligan.
You dirty old man.
I know it.
Oh, Ray's gonna get us all in trouble.
Yeah. Gonna be censored.
Beep.
The YouTube police.
Yeah.
You can adjust the guest settings. Look for background and noise filter, I believe. There ain't no noise here. I'm the only one here, and the neighbors is moving in or moving out. I don't know.
Somebody knocking.
That would be a separate setting then on their actual thumbnail down here, because mine has all its cancellations done for background. Like,
I wish John would jump in for a little while.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he left. I haven't heard from him.
Hey, Paul, is that one of your paintings in the background that you did? Is that one of yours?
Yeah.
I did. I'm on the three dots.
The one way up there, that's a photo I took, and I had it enlarged to a 20 by 30 poster.
You said you done photography and paintings, if I remember correct.
Yeah. I just started 2019. Here's some like rocks. I like playing with rocks.
Yeah. That looks
good
nice.
job.
Yeah, I play with rocks.
He does paintings and he does photography.
I can finger paint.
Yeah.
I like photography as
water
well.
towers in my time.
I had 2 pictures published in books, coffee table books, but when they switched over to digital, I just couldn't afford to keep going. So I just put the camera. It's been in the closet for about 15 years.
Retired writer, all you got to do is go over to his community page and just it'll be highlighted, the link. Just click on that and you should be able to slide on in.
Yeah, John.
That's all
It's
I
the
did.
top of the picture.
It's not that hard, man. All you got to do is just go in there to community link, hit the thing, and go with it.
Yeah, right up here it is. You go to my community where it says community, home, videos, shorts, live, playlist. Go to the community and just hit this top tab right there.
I should have sent you a picture of me, but I sent my logo. I was on the back. I was leaving the eye doctor's office, and then I got you text messages. I got you on there as like I said, Robin Hood and the Married Man, and I think Six on there. I don't remember what I think. Six whistles at me when it comes on. If y'all text me during work hours, I won't never hear it because I'm standing over in fires. I can't see anything. I can't hear a thousand thing. I'm probably going to end up going deaf working over in loud things. It's louder than a motorcycle. I can't hear nothing. These new kids these days, they talk so quiet and you can't hear them. I'm like, man, I was raised out in the woods. Y'all gonna have to speak up, son.
She gets mad because she'll say something. I said, what? Because I can't hear.
Yeah. What?
That's called selective hearing.
Mama does. Yeah. Mama's bad to do that. She'll say, "I asked Mama,
there it is.
Listening," and Mama goes, "Yeah, I'm listening." I say, "What did I say?" She said, "I don't know. Repeat it." What did I say? I don't know. Repeat it. Yeah, I thought you was listening. Yeah, sure.
Ruby, how long you been smoking?
Since 1975.
Jesus.
Man, I wasn't even born then. I wasn't born until 2 years later.
I was born in 71. I was 4 years old.
I was thinking about it in 75.
I was thinking about it in 75.
Probably about 77, 78. I remember doing my first Camel filter and skipping school at noon. Well, we didn't skip. It was noon hour lunch. We got to walk small town, and I had one, made it through that. And I thought, well, one's good, two will be great. And I did two. And I got so sick, I laid on the floor, and I don't know what happened, but you know when you've never had it before and you do two in a row.
You started turning green.
I was green.
Stealing my parents, a pack of my parents' cigarettes. They were Salem menthols. I must have been 14, 15 years old or whatever it was. And I remember smoking like one or two, and I was like, all right. I said, hell with it. And I kept on chain smoking them. Listen, when I was done with that pack of cigarettes, I puked my guts out.
Well, I ain't never smoked.
We started smoking.
Yeah, I've never smoked. My mother worked at the riverboat at Stone Mountain Park. They had them big, long souvenir cigars. I snagged one day, thought I was going to smoke it. Man, you talking about sick. That was the end of my smoking.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't heard about that brand in a while. Benson and Hedges, man. That's been back.
Well, back in the day, they glamorized smoking. Yeah, with the Marlboro Man and all that.
Doctors
so you were cool.
Doctors even used to smoke. I think Fred and Barney even done a commercial where they were smoking.
Hey, John, thanks for stopping in, man.
I know how you feel, John. Hurry back, man.
A walk of shame.
Hey, turn the live on your phone and do it while you're going to take it out the trash.
There you go. Take the phone with you.
Take the phone with you. That way you can't hear her and you can go get on there. I'll get you in trouble. You'll find out why I'm single in a minute. Oh,
yeah.
Well, hey. Yeah, I got to get up and go into work in the morning. I didn't ride very far today. I just went up there and got some gas. I'm convinced this gas station down here in town, he's screwing with the pumps because there ain't no way there's that much difference in the gas. I buy gas down here and it's $10 to fill it up. I get it up on the mountain. It's
wow, that's cheap, really.
Or $5 to fill it up there, and there ain't no way there's that much price difference between here and there.
I have an electric injector and I make my own cigarettes. I get about a carton and a half for about $55.
Oh, you got one of them rolling machines.
Well, yeah, it's an electric injector. It's called a Powermatic 2 Plus.
I got one of them where you can put the papers in there and it'll roll itself. That may be what you're talking about. I got one of them, but I put my greenery in mine.
Well, this one has you buy the tubes. It's got the filter and the paper already there, and you slide it on with this little nozzle. And it shoves it inside there. It looks like a normal cigarette.
Sterling.
I couldn't afford the $90 a carton, so I went from Newport menthols to 305 menthols, and it went from like $95 a carton to down to like $42 a carton.
Wow.
Deals.
Sterling
They're about 130 up here.
Sterling asked me if I changed the spark plugs.
Yeah, you changed the plugs?
They're on
$130 a carton.
I ordered them on back order. I ain't got them.
Connecticut's a good tax state.
So they're
That's bad in New York.
They're ordered. They're on back order.
Kitty
oh yeah, Connecticut.
Shitty kitty.
Yeah, land of the tax.
Wow.
How you like Connecticut?
Oh, but let me tell you, I'd leave if I could. I mean, I like the Four Seasons, but the taxes kill you.
How long you been there?
All my life, 64 and a half years.
Wow. Okay. That's a long time. Yeah, I was in Jersey for 50 years. I was in Jersey for 50 years.
Wow, that's close.
Yeah.
That's why I like Georgia.
Yeah. And I'm used to
right.
the tri-state area. I mean, and now that I've seen other parts of the country, I don't really like the tri-state area.
Nah.
You know, everyone's really me, very selfish, and not the friendliest of people.
No.
Hey, Norland, I got grass in my yard, buddy. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I ain't got no grass in mine. I don't have a yard. I win the lottery. I'm gonna buy me a zero turn and a single wide, and I'm gonna get mom a double wide. I always wanted me a zero turn lawnmower.
I always wanted some property. I always wanted a garage.
You better hurry up. Around here, there's all kinds of property for sale, but there's a catch to it. You can't put a trailer on it because they annexed it into the city to get the city tax, and you're not allowed to build what you want on it.
Of course.
Yeah, I think here you got to have, what, 5 acres to put a mobile home.
Down here, you can't even if you got no trailer down here and it's falling in, you say, well, I finally scrapped up enough money to get me another trailer and replace it. You can't do it. They want, because your old trailer was grandfathered in, your new one won't. And so if your old trailer's falling in, you're just going to have to live in it because they will not let you replace it with a new one.
Wow.
You're out of luck. And then down here, if you build a house, you got to go take it to the city board council and get it approved by the city council. You can even get it built. They got to sign off on it before you can even put it on your own property.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the government's way of squeezing out the little guy.
Oh,
yeah.
That's exactly what that is.
All this land around here, I'm gonna be riding around for long. I'm gonna be riding in suburbia because all this land right here now is up for sale. I hate to say it because man, all my mountains are going to end up disappearing, and I'm gonna be aggravated after that. If I had the money, I'd buy it all, and I wouldn't do nothing with it. I'd leave it. I'd make it a nature preserve. That way they couldn't touch it.
In Florida, you got a lot of communities that are 55 and older.
Hey, Paul.
So you can't get into them if you're under that, and if you do get into them, they're expensive.
Hey, there's another Paul.
Paul's photos in. He's another Honda. He's another Honda Shadow rider.
Certain properties won't allow trailer homes. You know, certain properties will only have sewer. Certain properties won't allow septic. You know. So there's a lot of hidden rules in Florida. From county to county.
Like that everywhere.
For everywhere. Yes, yeah.
Mama's up on where Mama lived at. I got till the first year been trying to buy me a trailer and sit up on her property. She owns 3 acres. But I got till the first year to put one on there because after the first year they're gonna put it in city limits, so I won't be able to do it. But as long as I get in there before the first year, I'll be all right. Saw a ton of motorcycles today. I was jealous. I thought you was right. No, I thought you rode your motorcycle to work every now and then, Sterling. But I mean, you go out in the dark. That's not the best time to be riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You thought Florida, all you needed was an RV camper.
Yeah, that's what I got her out of. Trap house. The eye doctor told me it'd be prudent if I didn't ride at night anymore. So if we go riding, I'm going to have to quit riding at night. So that's why I'm trying to plan my trip down to Florida too. He said I could ride at night, but for my safety, I better not. It'd be prudent if I didn't.
You was thinking about Florida at one time, Sterling?
They're turning Florida into
a lot
California.
more strict in Florida. They're not strict. They're just putting a lot of rules in place to make it more difficult on outsiders to come in, I guess, or putting more restrictions and guidelines and, you know, codes and code enforcement and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And he's right. They're turning it into like California. California just keep on raising their taxes and raising their taxes and raising their taxes until, like, you know, gas is like $6 a gallon. You know, cigarettes are $130 a carton. You know, it's ridiculous. The average price on a house in California is like $350,000 or $400,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah, my cousin and his husband out there took and bought a house in Long Beach out there, and it was for $500,000. They couldn't even live in it. It was condemned. They had to fix it up. They couldn't even move in it. Bought it for $500,000. It was a condemned house out there. But how many of y'all watched that movie, New York? Marlboro Man, and never thought gas prices was going to ever get that high? California was good when Ronald Reagan lived out there, when he was governor.
Yeah.
I said it. I still think Reagan was the best president we ever had. And I don't care about none of George Wallace's beliefs or whatever. George Wallace was still the best governor Alabama ever had.
He's my God. Home to California, $650,000.
Do you see that?
Wow.
George Wallace was the one that did anything for Alabama, all these other governors.
Well, we've been here for 40-something years, and I think Mama paid $50,000 for this place for 5 acres of land.
Yeah, I seen something back in the 70s. I seen that all that property my grandpa used to own, over 100 acres up there in Sylvania. He gave only $5,000 for all that. You couldn't touch it for now. He bought a house that I don't know how many acres he had up there. He used to be a big old farmer up there in Sylvania. He owned the whole entire thing up there for that. But now nobody owns any of it. And I couldn't believe it. If I had
to do all over again instead of building race cars and all that, I'd have bought property.
Right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I even got a receipt from where he bought a Ford Fairlane, a brand new 1950 something model Ford Fairlane. He gave that $4,000 for it, brand new off the showroom floor. I still got the receipt when he bought it. I found it in his paper.
My dad in 1970 or 71, whatever it was, whatever year he bought the house on Maple Avenue in Washington Township, New Jersey, he paid, I think, $45,000 for that house. And it was a Cape Cod. And he ended up paying it off. And then after my parents passed, my sister ended up getting like $400,000 for that house.
Yeah, they new kids.
That house was on 100-foot by 100-foot lot. That's it. That's nothing.
Right.
Like you can do circles around that house all day long.
Yeah, these kids these days ain't gonna have a chance to ever own anything. Not
my dad bought this.
I couldn't
my
imagine.
My dad bought this house for $13,000.
Right. 15 acres, 160,000. Ain't too bad for 15 acres.
That's the one you've been in for like 40-some years, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up here in the 60s when he bought it, like in 65. And then I moved out and all that. And then when he was getting sick, I moved back in and I ended up buying a house from him.
Yeah, wow.
It was built in 1900, so it needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, 1900, that's 104-year-old, ain't it?
124.
124. Never mind, Mom. I told you I got a county education.
I'm horrible at math.
Man, yeah, but I still got those horsehair plaster walls. So if I put like a picture up on this wall, the one on the other side starts falling apart when you're banging Yeah.
Yeah.
No insulation.
That old plaster and lath, what they call it, plaster and lath.
Yeah, the
Yeah, like
lath.
horse food. Yeah, the
Yeah.
lath.
Little
Yeah,
boards back there, plaster and lath.
The lath. I remember taking apart walls and there's lath.
You got the real 2x4s in your walls too.
Yeah.
That thing's actually built. These new 2x4s ain't even 2x4. Real estate's always good invest until World War III.
Yeah, until
World War.
That's a fact.
What in the world? I've got new neighbors moving in. Hallelujah. I'm going to get some more butt heads. I think Mr. Gregory, every time one of them cars tailgates me and nearly runs me over, I was like, I wonder what old Ray would be saying about right now. I bet he'd be cussing the blue streak.
You got that right.
I heard that truck had nearly pushed me out at the stop sign the other day. I mentioned you in the video. I did. I said, but old Mr. Gregory, where are you at? I know you done have some few choice words for him. We got a lot of tailgaters around here. I'm getting tired of mentioning it in the videos, but yeah, we got a bunch of tailgaters around here. Come around the curve the other day with a car with a Jeep on the wrong side of the road, right in the curve. He was on his phone, never even looked up. Not even once. I'm used to it. The dude that does my eye exam over there, he asked me about riding a motorcycle. He actually subscribed to my channel today. My bike looks like a bike, so I get away with a lot.
You need a blue headlight then.
Everybody thinks mine's a Harley until they get over to it. And I had a guy confused the other day. He said, "You sure that's a Honda?" I said, "Yeah." That's a Honda. It's too loud. I said, "Well, I cut the baffles out of it."
I still like to get the Honda Fury, even though Shade Tree doesn't like it.
You know what? I like to buy the stuff that people hate the most. Makes me want it even more. If somebody just dog hates it, that makes me want it even more. Because
hell yeah,
I don't know. I just like aggravating people with stuff like that. You hate it, well, I'm gonna get it. But if I had that Fury, I would have to repaint it because I mean, it works for you. You like driving school buses, but me, I couldn't ride yellow. I'd have to.
I'm sick of yellow.
I'd be in there rattle canning that thing or something other, getting rid of that yellow. I'd like to have it blue.
Every year they change the color. They had a nice, pretty blue one. I forgot what year. They had a red one, a black one, yellow.
The new ones are
John. John, text me again. Text me again. I'll try to send you the link.
The new Honda Furies are all green. Ain't they, like army green or something? I think.
Yeah, I haven't seen the newest ones.
I wonder if the rims off that thing would fit on mine. I may need to find one parts.
Oh,
I'd ride it.
Yeah.
I'd want mine blue or black or both. Maybe.
Yeah,
black.
I can't have yellow either, Sterling. I that was a nice bike. That Honda Fury.
I don't like.
Yeah,
yellow.
the yellow's out.
I don't like yellow. I mean, I don't know. It just, I guess it's an old cliche, but it's a good one. When you got yellow, everybody thinks you're a chicken because they used to say you got a yellow streak running up your back a mile wide.
That was one of Jesse James. That was one of Jesse James's rules.
Yeah, you're kind of a chicken if you drive yellow. You know, if I had
what's his name? Sylvester
Stallone
called what's his name? Jesse James and asked him for a bike and he wanted it yellow and Jesse James told him no.
Turned him down. Yeah.
That's it.
All right, here comes
what size motors in them Furies? Hey, there's T-Bone.
Hey, T-Bone.
We got T-Bone in the house.
T-Bone in the house.
Now, what's going on, guys?
All right, good.
Good. I've got another Southerner in here.
I'll try. I'm trying to make sure I ain't lagging, guys.
You ain't lagging. You look like you.
Oh, you're good, Sterling.
Jesse James built his first bike. It was yellow. I wouldn't mind having one of them. What size motors in one of them Furies?
Jesse James ruined yellow for me. It's right. Yeah, exactly. Jesse James ruined it. Yeah, ruined the yellow for me.
People. People look
I
at
don't
me like
remember nothing about that.
I wear a spotlight jacket.
Was it? No shit. I didn't know that. His first bike he built.
Hey, Moto, I can't see no comments or anything. So if anybody says anything, let me know.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's really a bummer, man. Did you come in on my link or on 6?
I came in on yours, but I think everybody else came in on 6.
I came in on bombs.
No, I came on Motos. There's a little link at the bottom that says chat, but I don't want to hit nothing and screw it up.
I just hit that and it didn't pull nothing up.
Right. I came in on Motos. I just shared it with YouTube. I shared it with YouTube so it would send it out to my subscribers.
Welcome in, T-Bone. T-Bone's got when you gonna ride your
learning curve?
Got a premiere tomorrow.
Yeah, I got another premiere coming out Thursday night, and then I've already got next Monday's video sitting in the dock ready to be put in.
That's good.
And Ray Gregory, I'm talking to you at the very beginning of that video, Ray. I want you to come in there and answer that question for my premiere chat.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a question about James. Of course, I was a huge fan of James. I can remember hearing James back here on KZ 106 back in the 90s.
Man, I've been listening to him all my life.
Yeah, you know, one of the cool things is Monday. It was last Friday. KZ 106 dedicated their entire show to James Gregory. So I thought that was very cool.
Oh, that's cool, man.
You get KZ 106 out of Chattanooga all well over there?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, we always called him Junior because he was Harold Junior. He named after his daddy.
Yeah.
But,
well, right here where I'm at, Hooligan, I'm at the top of this mountain right here. I actually can pull in 97.5 all the way from Knoxville.
Wow.
I know we get 90. We get KZ 106 down here. I didn't know y'all got it over there.
Yeah, KZ started in 1978. I was a year old when KZ 106 started.
Same. I like their Southern Fix at 6. They always do.
Yeah, I listen to John Boy and Billy every morning at work.
Yeah. Yeah, I know KZ 106. Yeah.
You know, y'all was talking about the Forgotten Angels thing there a little bit earlier. What I would like to see some of these motovloggers do instead of just going down there and drinking all the time, I would like to see some of these motovloggers talk to some of these boys down there.
Yeah.
And interview them and put them on camera and let people meet them.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, just even if it's just one or two of them, you know, put the beer down or whatever and go talk to these boys for just a minute. Put them on camera, put them on your channel, and let people see that they're real. We know they're real.
There's so many people there that we don't really know which ones are the boys and which ones aren't, unless we're introduced personally to each kid. You know.
Yeah, you know. Shade Tree used to do that. Shade Tree used to pull those boys aside in the very beginning, and because they would take them and get them motorcycle gear and everything, and then over time, it's just kind of gotten away from that because people have been coming at me here lately with conflicting reports about Forgotten Angels. I even had one guy to private message me the other day and say that there wasn't even none of those kids living at the compound, and I was like, "Are you sure you're going to Forgotten Angels?" So there's always bad people trying to do stuff against us. That's why I say I thought it'd be cool if some of these moto vloggers actually put a couple of these boys on their channel, interviewed them, got their backstory. That way people could see them.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if I ever get a chance to make it down there, that's what my main goal is to try to meet the boys, talk to them, get their backstories, but, you know, find out what their hopes for the future is.
That's a great idea, T-Bone. That's an awesome idea, actually.
Yeah, Sterling, that's a good idea. Talk to David about it.
You know, everything that you do good, and of course, if you're Baptist or a Christian, you know, we all know where good is, evil's present also. So every time you're trying to do something good, there's somebody coming right behind you trying to stop what you're doing.
Yeah, there's always someone trying to shit in the cereal.
Shout out to Dave's channel here.
Well, I got this one guy. This one guy just entered my chat, and he private messaged me and he said, there's not even any kids living on that compound down there. And I'm like, that's impossible.
That's impossible.
What's up?
But you see the compound that David and Cindy live at is not. It's one of the compounds. It's one of the bigger compounds where they have gatherings, where they have celebrations, where they have parties, where they have catering, etc. But they have other properties. And kids are living on those other properties. Okay, you don't want people in and out disturbing these kids where they live all the time. So
exactly.
They have separate properties,
Yeah, and what you're saying, we all understand, but you got a lot of people out there who don't know what it's all about.
Exactly. There's people that don't understand that side and that perspective of,
and that's why I say it would be cool to put some of these kids on camera and talk to them. Where did Hooligan go?
Yeah,
where'd Hooligan go?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, Hooligan.
I'm back. Well,
there he is.
I didn't even see you going multitasking over here. I got the.
That's why I say Hooligan is the patriarch of this outfit. You know what? That's why I say Hooligan is the patriarch of this outfit, because as soon as he goes missing, everybody starts looking for him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get John, the retired rider, on here, but he wants me to help him, and I can't figure out how to. Yeah. I sent him the link.
Or can see my there's.
I think my.
If you've never came in on this, I didn't realize that till I just did it. You actually have to do a couple of things and answer a few questions before you can actually come into StreamYard.
Yeah, you got to allow the mic and all that.
Camera and all that good stuff.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
I was listening in the background.
2-4. What link? The link
in the background after
the link for Forgotten Angels or the link for the StreamYard?
The link for StreamYard.
Yeah. Get on here with us.
There for a minute, the whole thing went out on me, and then I had to turn off cellular. I had to turn on cellular data and turn off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
We got it back together.
Well, the whole thing with Forgotten Angels is, and this is something that I've noticed. I've almost quit watching the lives where they give away the motorcycles. People get so bent out of shape, it's because they don't win a motorcycle. If you're going into it with that mentality, I have to question whether you're doing the right thing or not. Because winning a motorcycle is cool. I'm not going to say it's not. That is very cool. It's cool that Shade Tree and David are willing to go travel to get these bikes, bring them in, pick them up, and give them away. But if that's the only reason you're helping these boys and girls out, I really have to question your motives. And I've watched those comment sections, dude. When they draw a name, I've watched the comment sections. I quit doing everything else and I start watching the comments. Oh, well, only their friends win. This is BS. How can I not win?
Wow.
Exactly right. I'm with you. It's about the kids. It ain't about the damn motorcycle.
Right.
And T-Bone knows this firsthand, like I do, that there's certain other folks in our community that don't expect to win a motorcycle. It's not
exactly.
That's just a tool used to bring attention to what Dave and Cindy are doing for these boys down there.
Back when that all first started, I actually reached out to Josh and I talked to him and I said, dude, you're trying to give away a motorcycle a week. I said, if you look at that in the grand scheme of things, there may be some months you're trying to give away 5 motorcycles. Yeah, I said, you need to back that off a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. He said, and he messaged me back and then all of a sudden he went to doing it once a month. And he said, you were right. He said, that was too much to keep up with, too much to do. Shit, dude, giving away 5 motorcycles a month. You've got to go get them. You got to make sure they run.
Yeah.
And then you want to hope that you can still keep selling the tickets.
And carry on as well, not just the YouTube, but your own personal business that you do.
Yeah. So if you think about that, that's you have the bike, and then you have 6 days to get it functioning and ready. That's ridiculous. That's impossible.
Yeah. And I told Josh, I said, really, it might not even be feasible to do it every 2 weeks. It might be feasible one time a month. You know.
Yeah, that's good. That's all.
And maybe twice, depending. I mean, look at how long it takes to get parts.
Oh God, yeah.
I think,
and if you get 2 bikes a month, if you do 2 bikes a month, the only way you can feasibly do 2 bikes a month is if you get 2 bikes that are stellar, that don't need nothing.
Right.
Yep. I think all you have to do is jump on them and ride. And how many times have we been watching Shade Tree? How many times have we been watching Shade Tree's videos where he's had to start from scratch and work on a motorcycle?
Hey, 2-4, you go over there to community, MotoBaum's community page. You click on that link, and you should be able to get on in there. That's how I did it.
Yeah,
but
it's pretty easy to get in once you get in.
I think the next motorcycle, if I watched the video right, I think the next one they're doing, Burt's is fixing an old Sportster or something on there. Ain't that right? It seemed like the last video.
Yeah, it's a separate raffle though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's for the that's the veterans raffle.
Yeah, that's
that's Burt's Salute to America, Salute to Veterans raffle.
Well, if y'all are just worried about winning, if anybody's just worried about winning a motorcycle and not worried about helping the charity, Shovelhead Fedge is actually raffling off an 82 model Shovelhead over on his channel. So if y'all wanted to go over and pay $25 for a raffle ticket on there just a chance to win a motorcycle, there is that one.
Yeah. You know, I've been watching.
Back to what you were saying earlier,
I've been watching a lot of these YouTube videos for a while now, and I've seen a lot of channels change. Now they're sponsored and they've got to give so much of their time. That's why I say I never want to go, I never want to get monetized like that to where I'm beholden to somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you, brother.
Do my own thing.
Yeah,
I just want to be able to do my own thing. Yeah,
I'm not corporate enough to do any of that. I don't fit into that, being told what to do. That ain't going to work.
Well, when you get in that situation, that's like Patreon. And I've been asked by a lot of people who watch my channel, they say, dude, if you'll go get a Patreon, we'll support you. I appreciate that.
No, I have no idea.
But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm beholden to those people who are paying me money every month to watch my videos. Then I have to do something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It becomes a have to rather than a want to. And I don't never want to take the fun out of what I'm doing because I'm having fun doing this.
Well, I'll put that
exactly.
And I know me. Once it gets in my head that I have to do this, I'm going to completely lose interest in it.
Right.
Well, I got a friend that monetized, and he got to jump through a bunch of hoops for like $40 a month, man. It ain't worth it.
Yeah. No, that's you get what $3 a video if you're lucky, and then YouTube takes their cut out of that.
Yeah. I think you get 70%.
Yeah, so
T-Bone, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really glad you brought that up, T-Bone, because when I got home from the Marsh camp out, I did that. I did my first original video, and then
have a good one, Keith-Bob.
Bye, Keith-Bob.
Take care, Keith-Bob. After that, I slowly felt pressured. Over a period of time, and then I realized, my phone wasn't cutting it. Then I realized my tablet wasn't cutting it. Then I realized my memory wasn't cutting it. Then I got my computer. My computer wasn't working correctly. I had to return it twice. I had to get another camera. I had to start talking to people about the technology and how to do this again because I haven't had a computer in 10 years. And the next thing you know, I wasn't taking care of my health. I wasn't checking my sugars every day. I ended up getting sick. And when I get sick, it takes me not 1 week to get better. It takes me 2 weeks to get better. Okay.
Right.
So if I'm sick for 2 weeks, it takes me a month to get better. And that's what happened to me. I started putting other things over my health and sharing it and putting everyone's name in, sharing T-Bones, sharing Hooligans, sharing Moto, sharing Ray Gregory's, making sure all the stuff was all done, getting a video out, getting another video out, you know, and then next thing you know, I was sick as a dog. I didn't like doing it. And and eventually I lost Hooligan. I got so upset and worried, and I got really close to Hooligan as a friend. I ended up having to call a welfare check on the poor guy because he dropped off the face of the earth, you know. And I just got so emotionally wound up and like crazy that I just had to take a step back and dip out a little bit and just take
exactly 2-4
easy.
You know, I did that. I usually do that, and I've talked about this in videos. Actually, I planned on quitting motovlogging at the end of last year, and then all of a sudden I had that one shade tree video broke, and then my subscription shot up. So I haven't taken my mental welfare break this year yet. So, but you know, you start letting this thing control your life. That means as soon as you get off work, you got to rush home, jump on YouTube, see what you missed, see what you got to get caught up on. Well, YouTube can consume a lot of your day if you let it.
Got that right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
YouTube can consume a lot of your day.
I give John your number. I told him to text you, and you sent him the link.
This is my third time starting the channel back, because before all my old videos got deleted, then then the other ones got deleted, then it got deleted again, and I'm back again on this one now. But
all right,
I just do it to be doing it. I mean, that's the question I've tried to answer, and we can all put it in our videos and do it. Although a lot of people ask that, do you just happen to be filming while you're riding, or do you purposely go out and try to film your rides, or do you just have the camera on while you're riding? And, you know, I just tell them it just happens to be on while I'm riding.
I'm not going to lie.
I don't sit out with
I'm not going to lie. There's sometimes that I do take off and ride just to get content, because I usually forget my camera. I'm a sucky YouTuber guy. I will actually, one Saturday morning here, and this has only been about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I got up, got my helmet on, got my vest on, and I was 85 miles away from the house, and I text Star1 and I said, "Is my camera bag at the foot of the bed?" She said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So there you go. Am I going to turn around, ride back to the house 85 miles and grab a camera? No, I'm going to go on and enjoy my ride. But the next day I had to go out and shoot a video.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Well, look at here. Look at here. After all the content we've made, how y'all come up with some new ideas? Because I can't.
It's hard.
It's hard sometimes.
I don't know. I
talked about everything I can talk about.
Yeah.
Ray, I tell you what I do, Ray, is I start picking, like when MotoBaum puts out a vlog, or when Hooligan puts out a video, or when Sick puts out a video, or Ruby puts out a video, I start listening to what they say, and I start picking topics out of the conversation that they're having. And I do that with Hooligan. Me and Hooligan do that back and forth quite a bit.
Yeah.
We'll pick out of each other's videos for content.
Yeah, I tried to answer the last one. One of the ones you did were why you ride. But I don't think I ever did it right. But
you did. Well, you did it good enough for me. And that very next video you put out, you did it good enough for me. I mean, you just told the truth. You ride because it saved your life. It's what you enjoy doing, and it's your main mode of transportation.
I don't.
That very much answered the question.
I use T-Bone in my video.
I don't film every single thing, but if I go on those big rides, I know y'all. One reason why I film the stuff I film, for me, Mr. Gregory, is that I'm trying to show my area. Like, hey, dude, y'all don't ride down here. Y'all don't know where none of this stuff is. I know where all the roads are.
Hey, Mr. B.
I'm trying to show her to do that.
He's in the house.
Well, that's why I do my Wednesday talk and ride. I tell you, hey, we go ride, talk about whatever we may see. Sometimes we may not see nothing. Sometimes we might.
Later, Mr. G.
Say goodbye to Mr. G.
What up?
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, Ray, that's what I do, brother. Is I just take a little bit from each one.
The ride I did the other day was.
I just take a little bit from each one.
Well,
the ride I did.
I thought about it, but hey, Mr. G, 1965. I just almost feel like I'm stealing content.
Yeah.
No such thing as stealing content.
Okay.
No,
I put a video out on that.
If you can,
I put a video out on that.
Yeah,
YouTube will actually tell you to steal content. YouTube will actually tell you to steal content. They will say go. YouTube will say go check all the people you subscribe, find out what's trending, find out what's popular, and steal it for your channel. There's no such thing as stealing. I done covered that.
If you can
everyone has a different perspective on it.
Yeah, if you can do it better,
all you're doing is giving your perspective. That's exactly right. Yeah. All you're doing is giving your perspective.
T-Bone, when I did mine, I was agreeing with T-Bone about how all these people get all into more about the money. They quit their jobs. They want to make YouTube a job. I do it just because it's fun, and I just want to get the word out about the type of bike I got.
Well, look at all the van lifers. Everyone hopped on the YouTube van life thing. Yeah. You know, everyone went out and bought a van, and they weren't even living in the van. They had an apartment, and they would go out in the van and film.
Yeah.
Well, I'll never have that many subscribers or get that many views to make it worth my while.
Right.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, right? You'd be surprised how quick you get paid.
If I can tell
you,
dude,
I went from having 65 subscribers. I went 2 days. I went from having 65 subscribers to 385 subscribers in 2 days.
Right.
That's amazing.
Wow. That's how it happens. It just blows up quick all at once, and I'm still getting subscribers. Hooligan's still getting subscribers. And I hate to say this, but if you will put a picture of Shade Tree Surgeon on one of your videos,
not true.
You can go through my videos, and you can find the one where I made a spoof video. I made a spoof video called T-Bone Exposes Shade Tree Surgeon.
Yeah,
dude, that thing almost has 40,000 views.
Wow.
That's where all my new subscribers. That's where all my new subscribers came from. Yeah. If you'll put a picture of Shade Tree Surgeon on your thumbnail, you'll get 1,000 views.
That's
and then Shade Tree says he's not famous. He says, I'm not famous. Yeah, you are, dude. You made me personally famous by putting your picture up.
234,000 people.
I'm the exception to the rule. I put out my very first edited video, and it was titled Big Rigs, Forgotten Angels, and a Swamp Wizard. And the thumbnail picture was me and Shade Tree down there when I bought Shade's bike. That video today, and it's a year and a half old this month, and it's had 116 views. Y'all can go back and look. It didn't even hit 200 views yet.
Well, I was going
to say I probably got the least amount. So,
well, listen, I'm going to tell you exactly why mine blew up. Because people thought I was actually going to make a video where I talked shit about Shade Tree Surgeon, and I didn't do that.
Yeah,
dude, some of the hate comments I got on that was bad.
Yeah,
but I still got the views.
I like the hateful comments on mine because them guys get creative, man.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of people's thumbnails. Some of them ain't got nothing to do with the video. Woman showing her butt, something like that.
And see, I can't stand that shit. I do not like a misleading thumbnail. I do not. And I hate to say this, and Jess, if you ever see this, I'm not attacking you, sweetheart, but her 2 Wheels puts out the most misleading thumbnails of anybody I've ever seen. I used to love watching her content, dude, but she is so misleading about stuff. And Jess, if you ever see this, I'm not attacking you, but you got to quit lying in your thumbnails. Because you're giving people false reasons.
I can't stand her.
Yeah, I mean, all my thumbnails has got to do with my video. I don't fault advertise anything.
Well, exactly. You guys want to increase your subs? Just grow boobs. That's how you get sub.
True,
Grow
true.
boobs.
Negative publicity is better than no publicity.
Right.
Yeah, but here's what I got to say about that with all the YouTubers and stuff and folks that's on the panel now. I met in person. Everybody I met in person has been genuine and straightforward to the content they put out. And yes, some people use misleading tactics in their videos and all, but that's on them at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's just like my video, yesterday's video, last night's video. The thumbnail is softball. Did anybody actually think that they were not going to see something about softball when they clicked onto my video?
No, I knew that it was going to be something.
I didn't even look
at the
Yeah, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with nothing wrong with putting out on your thumbnail what your video is about. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
is you don't have to bullshit people.
Well, y'all was talking
that's the way we say.
Y'all was talking.
I don't want to bullshit people because I'm afraid that you're gonna get tired of it.
Yeah.
People will. And that's why the
people will understand it. If you're fake with people, they're gonna say right through it.
Yeah, people.
I met Blue Bike and Doyle. I met Blue Bike and Doyle and his wife about a month ago. They were in Blue Ridge, and I shot out a little video on it. Doyle and his wife are two of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, I get to hang out with them.
Doyle is just this cool little, he's very self-deprecating. He don't take himself too seriously, and he's got a great sense of humor.
Yep,
he does. I like his sense of humor. I think he's great.
Those are the type of people right there that deserve to go far.
Yeah,
because they're so real.
I think Mr. Gregory did a video with him before. I believe he did, didn't you? Where y'all went up there that Walking Dead town, wasn't that him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doyle is a real cool guy.
Yeah,
Doyle is a real guy.
I recently subbed to his wife and him.
I found him through her videos. I actually subscribed to her channel first.
Y'all was talking about getting views. When I did mine on the phone, my views got.
That's what Doyle made. Doyle made me that.
Yeah, he built you that.
Awesome.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He took time to make that. He made that out of rod, didn't he?
Doyle is a truck driver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Doyle's a truck driver, and he still finds time to do all that.
Yeah. He drives. He owns his own truck. So he drives.
Yeah.
But
just a real nice guy.
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat, and it's just me. And I got no time to shoot a whole lot of content. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't have time.
Well, and it would end up affecting your bottom line too, Buck.
Right.
If you started trying to do a whole lot of video content, it would affect your bottom line so bad you would end up in the poorhouse.
Well, that's what I was.
You're exactly right, 2-4.
Yeah, I'm already.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell y'all. That's what I was trying to tell y'all a while ago. People asked if we go out and just film, just to be filming, or we actually just happen to have the camera on while we're riding. The other day, I did have that ride planned because I've talked about it forever, and I wanted to go do it. And I actually that makes the second time I've done it this year. The first time I didn't film it at all. That's when I was breaking the tires in. And I've all been talking about I wanted to go ride on my memorial ride. So yeah, I had that one in mind, and I was like, really the only reason I film any of this stuff is that when I get old and I can't ride anymore, I'm gonna go have something but go back and look. And I'm trying to show y'all the area because I mean there is nobody that ever really films this area that I've seen. Lloyd's the closest one in my area, Lloyd Mays, and then got Mac down there in Coleman, and Cousin Daddy, and then you got Burroughs that films Alabama. But I'm just trying to expose this area, like, hey man, y'all keep talking about Tail the Dragon and everything. Y'all don't. There's roads down here that's not crowded. That's just the exact same thing as that. Y'all ain't riding them, man, and come down here and ride it. I like to ride, and now that I got the camera, I just turn the thing on and go.
If you come to North Georgia, you can ride Suchess, Georgia, Wolfpen Gap. Yeah. Wolfpen Gap is probably the closest thing we have to the Tail of the Dragon, and personally, I think Wolfpen Gap is better than the Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah, yeah. we'll be going to Hiawassee Saturday.
I'm wanting to get over to Georgia to take and see that statue of Early over there from Squidbillies.
Hey, Tara.
That's just an elegant. Yeah.
I need to get over there and see my uncle anyway. My uncle lives over there close to Mr. Gregory. And he lives in Social Circle. I need to get over there and see him. It's been a while
Come on.
And I need to get over there and see him.
Come on. Yeah, Saturday we're going over Blood Mountain, Blairsville, Hiawassee. Going to be a good ride.
What I would like to do is to be able to, before summer ends, to take Hooligan, myself, Ray, Doyle, his wife, everybody who's right here close to us, before the summer ends. I would like for us all maybe to have a Saturday afternoon where we can all kind of come together at one point, have a dinner together, hang out together, get to meet each other face to face.
That'd be cool.
Location, that'd be awesome, man.
That'd be awesome.
Because if we can get it to a central location to where everybody only has to ride just a couple hours to get there, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm 3.5 hours from Hooligan. I'm an hour from Doyle. I'm an hour and a half from Blue Ridge.
So I guess the central spot for us would probably be Rome, Georgia, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say Rome or Cedartown or right there somewhere.
Right around there. Yeah, I was fixing to say
Doyle lives in Cedartown, so
yeah.
Cedartown's just on the other side of Rome down there. It ain't far from there.
That'd be cool. That would be fun.
I have a question
even if we met up on a Saturday, say at lunchtime, we meet at Rome Cycle Supply. We can hang out there for just a little while and talk to Bruce and all his guys that work there in his shop with him, and then maybe go out from there, go eat somewhere, and then from there go for a short ride together.
Yeah,
I like your accent there too.
Right on one thing.
Down from Rome, I can tell y'all this. Okay, since you mentioned Rome, if we can leave Rome, we can scoot on down to Weiss Lake. It ain't far from Rome.
Yeah.
There's more motovloggers in Georgia than I thought there was.
Dude, I'm telling you what, there's a ton of motovloggers in Ohio. Golly bum.
There's a lot in Ohio.
Because of MotoBaum up there, he ain't saying much. Because of MotoBaum up there, I met Mac, and he's over in Coleman, Alabama, which ain't too far from here.
Yeah. Like John's retired rider. He tried to get on earlier, but he had issues.
Well, I literally live 12 minutes from Georgia Hillbilly.
Really?
And I've known his brother my entire life. And I never knew Hillbilly. And I live less than 12 minutes away from him.
That's crazy, man.
What about there? North to southeast, his channel. He lives in
well, Backroads Rider. Backroads Rider's right here in Georgia.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got Flipping the Blue Mule that's in Murphy. Yeah. So I could bring Georgia Hill for that ride. I could bring Georgia Hillbilly, Flipping the Blue Mule, and I could probably pick up a couple of others before I got out of Jasper. I could probably come down there with 4 or 5 people already.
Well, you know,
we probably get north southeast.
Well, you know,
they live right there almost to Little Gorge.
Well, you know, Doodle on a motorcycle's over in Atlanta, and I've asked her to come ride with, if I could ride with her over in there. And she says she does not meet up with anybody from YouTube because she's concerned about her safety.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Go watch her videos and watch how many people she's met from YouTube.
Exactly.
That's a lie. She don't want to meet a Southern man with tattoos on his head.
Y'all watch too much TV.
You hit the nail on the head with that, T-Bone. No shit.
She threw that out there, though. She did. She threw it out
Listen,
there.
if you look like Doodle, would you want to go to Alabama and meet you, Hooligan?
Oh, I would.
If you
I would.
Would you want to go to Alabama and meet you?
I would.
Yeah.
I don't like me.
Hey.
Yeah, but you're crazy. That's the whole difference.
You got to think about your fears sometimes. I might be somebody's bucket list. You never know. Somebody might. I need to talk to one scary person today before I pass. I might be somebody's bucket list. There you go.
I won't
bother anybody.
I saw a T-shirt. I saw a woman wearing a T-shirt at Walmart here a little while back. She said, in the front, it said, "I'm searching for my soulmate," and on the back of the shirt, it said, "He's probably outside walking around in circles, licking windows."
Awesome.
I like reading T-shirts. I got some good.
Well, T-Bone, you need to come up with something like the Georgia YouTube meetup, something like that.
Georgia YouTube roundup or something. Yeah, we could. You shoot me the
Yeah,
address, Mr. Gregor. You shoot the address to Mr. Gregor. Mr. Gregor will shoot it to me because I don't have Facebook
If we can,
anymore.
it would be cool to try to be able to get that together sometime around late August.
Yeah.
I don't have well, I have to ask for a day off too, but I don't have Facebook Messenger anymore or T-Bone. I did away with it. So
yeah, that's why you got the cops call on you.
Yeah, I know. It's always, I get that name Hooligan for a reason, right?
Well, I don't know, dude, but Sick was messaging me on Messenger. He said, "I'm getting ready to call the cops to go check on Hooligan."
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it was pretty fun. It was pretty funny. I mean, I knew what he meant. It didn't bother me.
Well, he asked me. He said, "Do you think he's all right?" And I told Sick in the Messenger, I said, the last thing I heard from Hooligan was he was telling everybody that his phone was like this close to blowing up. So I just assumed the phone went ahead and blew up.
I could have been late.
But you didn't answer nobody.
That would have been life. But no.
Yeah.
And never know.
You know what put doubt in my mind was that why isn't he contacting someone from a tablet? He's got to have communication through the tablet. Why isn't he reaching out through the tablet?
Well, at that time, you didn't have Wi-Fi, did you, Hooligan?
No, I didn't have no Wi-Fi then. I just
that's what it was. That's why you didn't reach out with the tablet. Okay, so I didn't know that. I didn't know why you weren't reaching out with the tablet. So I kept on saying, like, why isn't he reaching out with the tablet?
And in this modern
he's got to be in trouble. Something's got to be up.
Yeah, well, I'm fine. I appreciate it. Great content, guys. Very entertaining. I like Dave's channel too. I dig his accent. Hey, I thought of something.
Dave,
you on here? Made me think of
what's
something.
going on, Dave?
I was watching.
It's morning time for Dave.
I was watching videos, Dave. And I thought of something other I didn't think about.
Did you watch his video today?
Trev over there?
Yeah.
I follow him.
Did you watch Dave's video today?
Would your hands
Dave made my butthole pucker today. Dave made my butthole pucker today. Did you watch his video?
I did.
Yeah, he was on that little big strip of road about that wide, dude, and he just opened that full. I was like, slow down.
Yeah.
Dave's a wild one.
I got
get that kangaroo run out in front of him. We worry about deer, and he worried about kangaroo.
I figured he still had a lot of dope in his system from getting the cancer removed from his hands, and he just went buck wild.
Yeah, but I was thinking about something other. What I was going to tell you. I was watching one of my videos today, and I kind of figured out something other. I got to think about something when I seen him get that cut off his hands. The mirrors, if y'all don't even think about it, the mirrors that's on your bike reflect the sun back on your hands because my gloves are glowing in my videos, and I was wondering why. And the more I focused in on that part and looked, the sun has been reflected through the mirrors on your hand. That's why you're getting more sun on your hands like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not mine, they're under.
I didn't even notice that until I seen it on my video, and I seen my gloves were glowing, and I started looking, and then I noticed that the glowing was coming from the sunlight hitting the mirrors and then reflecting on my hands.
That's another reason to take your mirrors off.
I just wear gloves.
You know, I caught a motorcycle seat on fire one time.
No shit.
I caught a motorcycle seat on fire one time. I had a helmet, and I set it on top of the motorcycle seat.
And it reflected
off the visor. And the sun heated it up like a magnifying glass. The next thing I know, I saw smoke coming out under my helmet. Burned a damn hole right in the center. It was okay.
Yeah, he was riding that zigzag road. Hippie trail.
That's the road?
Yeah, watch him. Dude, he gets on that little old one-lane road and he just damn busts the throttle wide open.
I'd do it.
That one curve he hit, I thought he was going to miss.
I'd do it.
Yeah,
actually,
I like Dave's channel.
I like
watching him.
I like Dave's channel.
I like his stuff.
Dave's got a cool accent, cool beard too. I like his
But
accent.
you know
I like his
what?
beard.
We've gotten along good so far, Dave.
Dave is the Australian version of us.
Yeah.
Just a cool old biker.
Boy,
That's
that'd bust YouTube wide open right there if we all went over and went and ride one of them.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to
Dude, watch it. Watch this. He's getting ready. If he hasn't already done it, he's getting ready to come up on a curve. And he shoots way down past.
I'd do it. You know I'd do it.
Oh, yeah, I'd bust it wide open.
I'm too chicken.
Hey, what you going to do? You can't live forever. Let's go.
I'm sure it looks a little more dramatic on camera than it did in real life.
I'm
so bizarre that they're on the other side of the road.
Yeah, well, I'm telling y'all, with my YouTube, the way I got the camera set up on widescreen, there's stuff that looks way further away, I've noticed, than it is. It's really not that far away.
Yeah.
It makes it look like
It's always like that.
Straight road.
There's that curve right there.
This curve?
That curve's like going up Sylvania Gap right there.
That's what we do, Dave. We like somebody we
Dave,
support.
drag an elbow and knee on that one.
Yeah, elbow and knee on that one is right.
Yeah.
All that dirt down the road.
That curve there reminds me of going up Sylvania Gap here that I filmed in my videos. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's got floorboards on that thing. He was grinding that. He had to be.
I was
grinding that.
watching-
Dave,
You
you
got-
grinding those floorboards there, buddy?
I was watching the video when he came up to that curve, and I thought, oh, hell, he's missed the curve.
Yeah, you just well, he needs to keep the floorboard sharp. That look, man, I could do it. I could do it. Hey, do y'all know why they ride on the wrong side of the road? I wonder if anybody knows that. Do you know why they ride on that side of the road?
No, and I don't know why they use kilometers instead of miles per hour either.
But anyway, I don't know about that, but I do know why they ride on that side of the road, because that goes back to the days they used to joust with the knights. That's what I found out when I Googled it. When I looked it up in the dictionary, that's why they ride in England anyway. That's the reason they ride on the left side of the roads, because it goes back to the days when they used to joust on horses with the poles and stuff. That's what the dictionary told me anyway.
All right, Mr. B.
All right, Mr. B. Take care.
Later, man. He's painting some cool boards for that charity.
Yeah, I got to get out of here too, guys.
Yeah,
I got to get out of here too. I got to start getting ready for work in the morning.
All right, T-Bone.
All right, T-Bone. Thanks so much for stopping in, man.
T-Bone.
Have a good one, T-Bone.
Moto, I appreciate you putting this on so we can all come on, brother.
Hey, T-Bone, you can get my phone number from Sick on Messenger.
Yeah, I will. We'll swap information here pretty soon.
Right.
Hey, Moto, thank you for putting this thing on, brother.
Thank
you. See you, T-Bone.
Idea.
Later, man. Take it
easy. Hi, guys. Y'all be good.
Take care.
Later, Mo. You got it, Dave, man. That's a blast to watch. And especially, I mean, wish we could do more of that kind of content and kind of give a little critique about it here and there. Don't have to watch the whole thing, but just some highlighted points. That was a lot of fun.
There's a lot
of videos, Dave. I like that video.
There's a lot of
I like that camera angle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
with
a
that
lot
big
of channels. I watch them all right over there. There's another one called South Oz Shadow Rider that rides a Honda Shadow. I think he just bought him a Triumph, and he's over there in Australia as well. And of course, I watch him. And there's another one that's Mr. TRP, something like that. He's over in Australia. So there's a couple of them I watch from over Australia. I like watching a different perspective. And if y'all haven't,
I've been watching Hippie Tread for a while.
Yeah, I watch. Y'all haven't seen Winter Motors. Winter Motors rides over in Sweden, and he put out no videos in a while. But Winter Motors, he's over in Sweden, and he's got a channel. And then there's Bunny King Hogs that's over that rides. They're in Africa right now. They've been riding around Europe. I watch them as well.
Oh yeah, I love them. Yeah, they're good.
And of course, there's Cornish Motorcycle Diaries. Old Captain Clumsy, he rides around over in Cornwall, England. I like watching motorcycles from different countries, see what they're doing over there. That makes me want to go over and ride. I'd go over and ride on the wrong side of the road. They wouldn't understand a word I was saying, but we'd figure it out.
I got a question for Dave. Dave, you got that's a Street Bob, correct? And I was wondering that the headlight looks like it's off of a Road King or a Fat Boy or something.
He's got two different motorcycles. One of them's a soft tail, but I don't
Oh, is it?
The chopper, and one of them's a chopper, but I don't remember which one's which. I don't remember exactly what the name of them is, but one of them's a chopper and one of them's a Softail. Remember himself.
That all black one, I think, is a Street Bob.
Both of them's all black.
Okay. I know one's a 2016. I think he said today in the video. I'm not sure.
Hey,
Sorry, I'm slow sometimes too.
Is that 2-4?
That's
we got a new dude down here at the bottom. Who is he? Hey, dude. He's stuck. 2-4. You're frozen, man.
Welcome to 4.
Okay, and a Road King. Okay, I got it. That's why. I understand. Because I was looking, I'm like the Softail Slim looks like a Road King headlight, and then I'm looking at it and I'm like, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Well, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it does.
He's got his camera.
I was looking at two different motorcycles. I think what was happening.
He's got his camera mounted headlight. That's how he shoots his content, with the camera mounted to the headlight. That's what he told me before. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Softail Slim and a Road King Special.
Are they both black?
I think they are. Have 2-4 shut his camera off and then save bandwidth.
Yeah, have 2-4 shutters. Okay.
Oh, he should be able to read this, right? Hopefully.
Yeah. Have him shut his phone off too.
There he is.
He was
on the phone or something too.
Are you got it now?
Oh, I got it in.
You got it.
4, what's up?
Yeah, good to have you, man.
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
We're shooting
2-4.
2-4. What state are you in?
He's not in a state. He's in a state of confusion.
State of confusion.
Hey, we all.
We got all the bald guys in the middle.
I'm up in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
He's in Canada.
Man.
Oh, no shit.
I think I seen a picture of him on Will Burner's post. He said something about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple pics on there.
That's right. Chasing ghosts and had little medical issues and stuff. So send out some good vibes or prayers, whatever you do for her.
Yeah, how's Tara
Always.
feeling? Tara, how you feeling?
Yes, man. Throw it out there, Tara. We're here, man.
Are you back up to par? Or you had heat stroke, without a doubt.
Jump on here if you want, if you feel like it.
Oh. Well, anyhow, how y'all?
Oh, and she typed something. I'll put her up.
Hey, Buck, go ahead. You got the talking stick. Go for it. It's good.
Oh, well, I do. All right, sweet. I had got the dog walked and I got fed a while ago, and I jumped back on. And to touch on what T-Bone was saying when he jumped in, I was trying to respond to him when he was talking about getting these kids on to interview them while we down there.
Yeah, some of them don't want to get talked to.
Yeah. That's what Eric knows all too well. When we're down there, we're asked to respect the kids, and we can be introduced to them, and we have conversations with them. But they come from really broken homes. They come from bad situations. And a lot of them are very, very hesitant about having a camera shoved in their face.
Well, they're exploited. They're exploited in their private life. They're exploited by their parents or their guardians. So they don't want to be exploited. They don't want to be exploited by a camera.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't blame them.
Even though we're using cameras and we're using our voices and we're using our platforms and this, that, and other to help Forgotten Angels take care of them and help them get what they need, we have to look at the other side of the picture.
Exactly.
From that perspective.
It's still an invasion of privacy.
Right.
Any which way you look at it, it's an invasion of privacy, and they've already had enough of that and enough damage. So you have to accept their, respect their.
But it would be nice to get a follow up with Junior. I know Junior's been on Shade Tree Channel in a while. We ain't seen him in a minute. It'd be nice to see what he's up to.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Junior's a good dude. I remember following Junior. I watched.
It'd be nice to see like where he is now. What's he up to now?
I do highly encourage anyone that can, instead of seeing this stuff on YouTube and this, that, and other, if you're
Yeah,
ever in that area, Dave and Cindy's door is open.
Right. I've heard that before.
Go see for yourself. It changed my life when I first met them, and I met them. I met Dave and Josh when I bought Shay's bike, and I put that video out that I was talking about. You know, when T-Bone was talking about put a thumbnail of Shade Tree in a thumbnail and this, that, and the other, and you'll get 40,000 views and all. Well, that's not particularly the case for everybody, because go back and look on my channel. That video is probably still got less than 200 views on it.
Not be riding after something like that happen.
And the thing about it is, we can all sit in a theater, like I said in that very first live stream that I done about explaining, what happened with my wife and everything. We can all be sitting in the same theater, watching the same movie, like we're in this panel right now, talking about same subjects. We're all gonna walk away. We're all gonna walk away from this with different points of view.
Right.
Right.
But at the same day, we're coming together for a common goal.
Right.
And if we're doing it, and y'all, like T-Bone also said, if we're doing it just to win a motorcycle, we're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Moto retired riders backstage.
Yeah, I don't see him. He's not here, because that's like what you told me too, and I had to resend you the link. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get a link here.
That's how I came in.
Can I post it right here in my chat? Is that a problem?
No, go for it.
People do it all the time.
That's the way I came in. You sent me the text, then I got it that way. Jumped in there. Then I lost my signal, and I had to cut the Wi-Fi off and go back to data.
Can they do anything? Yeah, they should be able to click in the chat then if they're in the chat.
Yeah, if they hit that link, it should carry on in. It'll ask you a few
Retired
questions.
riders should be able to click on that link.
Yeah, it'll ask you a few questions, then it'll let you on in.
Okay.
There's one more thing I want to say, and
Say, look, like, yummy. Where you going? She don't want no
Hey,
part of
still
it.
want to be on camera.
Yeah, I got one too.
Somebody tell retired.
think about
rider, I don't know if he can.
think about this community we're in right now, guys. This community comes from all different walks of life. Here we now have we have more folks in, like 2-4. He's a Canadian, he's a truck driver, and he's a motorcycle rider, and he's interested in what's going on, and now he's a part of a whole new community here on your channel, MotoBaum.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
that's what YouTube is for me.
Clean the fridge out.
That did happen to Sterling before. He got
That's
some
what
weird.
That's what
Sterling did
YouTube
get
is
some
for
weird-
me. It's about community.
Right.
I mean,
Sterling
we
did
all
get
have
that
our reasons.
before.
We all have
I
our
remember
reasons for
that.
being on here.
Yeah.
I love this community. Former truck
Yeah.
driver. I got into this
Yeah, I love all you guys.
and in this community, so to speak, and yeah, love it.
I mean,
Yeah, I used to drive a truck myself, and then
even you guys I hadn't met yet. But one thing I was trying to chime in a while ago when T-Bone was in too is I'm up in North Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina almost as much as I am in Florida when I'm home, because I'm on my bike and I'm gone.
right.
I'm one way or the other, and there's been a couple of times I've been up that way this year, and I've gotten a hold of Flip, and Flip's let T-Bone know, and I reached out to Journey of Jerry because he ain't far from him either, and we've all got our own. It's hard to schedule stuff like that when everybody has different lives. So
Right.
let's hope we can. Let's hope. That's why we have to sit. Make plans and set a date.
Right.
And
My
who
sound
shows up
okay,
shows
or-
up.
That's what I'm talking about. When
sound
I'm
fine.
working, y'all are off, and when y'all are off, I'm working. So that's.
Well,
I've
hooligan, it ain't no secret. You're the one. We know you're off. You're always off.
I'm always off.
You're always
That's why you fit right in.
We're doing good till y'all start talking them 4-letter words, that W word.
Yeah.
Foster care. Through
But
that
yeah.
assistant was lost to
Well,
foster care. Did you read that
good
from
to see
Chase
you.
and
I
Go?
did read that. And
Yeah.
I guess that means Pennsylvania, Maryland. Ain't MD Maryland, Pennsylvania, Maryland area.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Tara.
Yeah.
Hey, we lost 4. Where'd he go?
Hey, Ghost, I thought I was subscribed to your channel. I am now.
2-4.
You got
2-4. Now
retired.
retired.
I'm a little slow sometimes.
I don't know where 2-4.
I think I made it.
We ran 2-4 off. He might have lost his signal. Retired down under me.
Good to see you, man.
What's up?
Oh, John, there you are.
John,
that's
here.
There he is.
How y'all doing?
We're doing all right.
2-4. I don't know where did 2-4 go.
I don't know. We lost him.
He's been he was on Wheel Burners the other night, or Sterling's a couple nights ago, and he was having connection issues.
Yeah, I think he's in the middle of, he's in Nova Scotia. He's in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. We need a map. Hey, Dane, pull up Nova Scotia where it's at.
Dude, it's in the middle of
Way
nowhere. I mean, there's civilization, but he's up and east, I think.
Way up north.
Way up above Maine.
You talking Canada or something? Yeah.
Giant island.
Nova Scotia,
humongous island, Nova Scotia.
Mosquitoes.
It's up Oak Island.
Connections.
Been getting it right there,
Connections.
Wait, I think that needs to be a T-shirt. I have questions.
Is that supposed to be funny, Sterling?
That's a two-meaning phrase, maybe.
We all have questionable connections.
Yeah, I think we all have questionable. Right, Hooligan. You're exactly right.
This won't raise your social standing hanging out with us.
He's near where the Titanic crashed. That's exactly. He's got in Nova Scotia. They have a cemetery with a lot of the bodies they couldn't recognize, or they couldn't tell who was who. They were
they'd be well preserved though, because they'd be frozen. I mean,
you getting it right then, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get bloated too, like, even when
couldn't get out.
Okay.
Bastard, do I need to kill my camera for a minute?
Oh man, you're killing me, dude. I'm gonna.
How you like that new motorcycle?
I'm gonna hop on this concentrate. I'm gonna go to the other. I'm gonna go to the other universe for a little while.
There, you can look at that ugly mug instead.
Oh,
hey,
man.
John, next time y'all come down and ride the Blue Ridge, hit me up. I'll meet you up there.
We're coming down. We're coming down that way, I think, on July 8th. We're going to be down that way.
Oh, man, that's the day I'm leaving going to BAM.
Yeah, see, I was going to do that too, but we already had this booked and planned, so I can't get out of it.
All right. Yeah, because I ain't but an hour and 45 minutes from there.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all made it passing.
We'll get together at some point.
Okay. Yeah, anytime y'all come down this way, let me know.
I will definitely do that.
Yeah. Pouring. Yo, it's pouring here.
That was John's video earlier today. That was a beautiful bike. I love that color, man.
Nice.
What is that? A Victory?
That's a Vulcan 2000.
Tell us about it, John.
This is a Kawasaki Vulcan 2000.
Nice.
It's a one owner bike. Got about 8,000 miles on it. It's a 2004. It's in excellent condition. I don't think it has one scratch on it.
Yeah,
wow.
That's nice looking bike.
That's nice.
Color,
that's the same color as Road King.
No, the Road King's a Barracuda Silver.
Okay. Look blue on video.
That's a Barracuda Silver, the Road King.
You said that thing had a 2000 size engine in it?
It's a 2000, yeah. Well, I think it's, if you go cubic inch, it's a 125, I believe.
What kind of pipes you running on there? You got straight pipes on, or is it quiet?
That's all original. That thing hasn't been molested or anything. It's all original. Everything's original. It's
a nice looking bike.
Yes, it is. Clean.
Yeah, I think they paint like white underneath that and then use translucent blue or something. I've seen.
Yeah. We know what one does all day.
What's that?
White on the motorcycle.
Man,
somebody's got to.
That's a heck of a set of pipes on that thing. I'd be afraid that things would scrape.
Yeah.
As a truck driver, I'm looking at it. That's pretty good parking.
Yeah.
That's awesome parking.
That was a dock back.
Yeah, that is
That's
a pretty
that's good parallel parking right there, man. Got it right.
I like the headlight. Look like they got eyes looking at you.
Yeah, Sterling, it sure does look like a Road King.
I like the beach bars on it too. That's kind of similar to mine the way it's set up. It looks similar to a Shadow.
Yeah, it looks similar to the Shadow as well.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd pull that up, John, man. We're glad you're here. I knew it was a little bit of a struggle, but hey, thanks for joining with us. So many people I wanted to meet, out there. So I'm glad we're able to do these live streams, and hopefully we can do a little more. If Sick wants to do a couple of these a week, if we can, we will. And if like I said, anybody else wants to host these things, help yourself. There is a link once you learn more about it that you can link these to your own channel like Sick does. Sick probably know how to tell you how to do that if you ever want to, so your channel gets a little following from what we're doing here as well.
Yeah. Are you subscribed, Moto? Are you subscribed to StreamYard?
Me, yeah. Yes, I do a paid version. That's why I get to make all these little extra things. You get, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
how much is
that? Yeah, it gives you a little few more bonuses and stuff and customizations, and I like to do all that, so it's kind of fun. But you can do StreamYard on a free version. I don't know how much it gives you, but you don't have to sign up for nothing. That's how I started out. I was a little apprehensive. I was like, I'm going to go for it. I didn't know if I'd use it because I'm pretty nervous to get on. I'm not no more, but the first few times was a little stressful. And Hooligan
it's intimidating.
Live stream with me. I was like, I just wilted, man. I was like, don't ask me that.
Yeah, look what I got started.
So that's my story.
That's sticking
to it.
He rides for Swift. There's a joke in there about truck driving, about Swift drivers. He asked if you drive for Swift.
Swift, there we are. He writes.
Swift drivers are notorious for some of the worst truck drivers out there.
Why?
I heard that story.
Oh, go watch some of the truck and crash videos. Most of them involve Swift trucks.
Hey, Ray.
Got that
right.
StreamYard
fun.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Buck, you got that truck on cruise control. You just left the seat.
Ooh.
Hey, Ray, did you ever get a fairing for that Road King?
I'm gonna let this one out.
No, I didn't.
Didn't? Okay.
I've been looking at them. My wife told me I can't get off $2,000.
Yeah.
Find one over there on Dennis Kirk. They sell the bat wings over there. If that's what you after.
She's beautiful, Buck.
I'll just have you work and hide the money without her knowing about it.
That's hard to do, ain't it?
Yeah.
What, Hazel?
Well, I wanted to keep that Honda Valkyrie, but the wife said if I was going to buy that Vulcan, I had to get rid of the Valkyrie, so the Valkyrie win.
Man, I've been wanting me a Valkyrie. I like those a lot better than I do the things.
Fuck.
Well, I got 4 motorcycles. Ain't nothing wrong with all that.
There ain't nothing wrong with it. Your wife says one's got to go.
Didn't you take your seat off? You put your seat back on after you took it off. I noticed you got your backrest back on there, Mr. Gerger. You took that seat off.
I got to strip down and go to bed. Get back. I got to take that solo seat off. It hurts my butt.
Yeah, I noticed you took it off and then put it back on there. Put that in with the backrest on it.
I done took it off since then.
I'm hoping next year to get me another seat because, man, I'm riding with a stock seat and that thing's rough. I'm not as young as I used to be. I ain't got no cushion.
Buck, I got a question for you.
I probably got a ridiculous answer.
Does your dog let you know when she's got to go, or do you pull over frequently enough that you don't really have to let her tell you that she has to go?
Charlie, he'll just start staring at me. Come here.
Oh yeah. He'll give you that stare. That's what my dog does. He starts staring at me.
He don't bark. Now, if if I'm staged in line to load or unload, and I get a knock on the door, he'll let me know. He'll snap to attention, and
That's a pretty big dog.
He'll alert.
In the rare instance, in the middle of the night, one of the three have to go. They will absolutely alert us. They won't bark necessarily, but they'll kind of give us a cry or something.
Well, lucky
like a
for
whimper
me,
or whatever.
Luckily for me, when me and my wife, we got him when he was 8 weeks old, and last year in March when we got him, he was 8 weeks old. I was home because I was having the injury built in my truck. The day we got it, she brought him home, I went straight to PetSmart, got a leash, got a collar and everything, and I was out in the yard working in the shop, tinkering on bikes, doing this and that, and I was training him his commands. So he learned right off the bat from 8 weeks old. And
that's great. Yeah. I've always had my dogs very, very, very young. Like Leia, I had at 7 weeks. My previous dogs, I've always had it like 8 weeks or 9 weeks or 7 weeks. So they're like, glued to the hip usually. Oh, look at him go, man.
That's a very big dog. Bigger
that's
than
a big dog. That's a big. That's a Palmer Doodle or whatever they call those.
Labrador, like he is.
Isn't that?
He's a Bernedoodle.
Labradoodle.
He's a Bernedoodle.
A Labradoodle.
All right,
He's a mix
Sterling,
between
have a go on.
Bernese.
Later, Sterling.
He's a mix between a Bernese Mountain Dog and a poodle.
I've seen that dog in person.
Wow,
That's a big dog.
That's a big dog.
That's awesome. I love dogs.
Dogs
are so much better than people, dude. Sorry. I mean, I love you guys.
Unconditional love.
Come here.
Dogs are so much better.
Sit.
I hear you, Sick.
High five. Sit.
Dogs will give you unconditional love.
My sister doesn't play with my dog. That last one I had, that little bitty one, my sister got rid of, took it to the pound.
Go.
Yeah. My dogs.
My puppy died in 21.
My dogs are so spoiled, dude. They are so spoiled. It's so my fault. But,
Yeah, they're dependent on you, aren't they?
Yeah.
You can't do nothing or go nowhere.
That's what they're for.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Buck.
We've covered a wide range.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. I love dogs, Buck. That's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
The only thing
I
about
wish I could get another one.
Yeah, the only thing about having him in the truck with me, with him being so young and so active and so hyper, I can't stop enough to let him run all his energy out like he needs to.
Get rid of the zoomies. Yeah.
So I try to dedicate about 30-40 minutes at the end of the day, like I'm doing now, for him to.
Yeah. Like the 2 10-year-olds don't have zoomies no more, really. But Jade, the baby, the 3-year-old, 2.5-year-old, she gets them every day. She gets them at around 3 o'clock before dinner. She wants to play. She wants to bring you a toy, and it is time to interact with Jade immediately, and she lets you know it. That's their like late teenage years, whatever, 2.5, 3 years old.
Yeah.
Is he still very puppy, Buck, or what?
He's glad to be outside, man.
Yeah.
How old is he, Buck?
18 months.
Oh wow, that's puppy.
Wow.
You got pure puppy
But
there, man.
He's about as full grown as he's gonna get.
Yeah, but he's very puppy. 18 months is puppy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
100 miles an
18
hour.
months is puppy. Fully grown, but still puppy.
Oh yeah, at least for a couple more years.
Yeah, that's great.
Buck, you still in Alabama?
Childersburg.
Yeah, he's ready.
He's ready to play. Play bow.
Mr. Gregory's doing something up there.
I'll be right back.
There's Ray. All right.
I'm gonna get you.
My battery's gonna die here in a little while.
Yeah.
You know what's
yeah,
funny?
I gotta get some bed
We've been
done.
on here a minute.
I had a couple. I had a couple of shorts with my dogs in it, and all of those shorts did way better than any of my other shorts with motorcycles in it.
One thing,
people love animals.
Yeah,
one thing I've learned,
animals.
one thing I've seen on my channel about the shorts, I can put one out, it'll get 50 views. The next one will get 5,000.
That's crazy.
No rhyme or reason.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, no rhyme or reason.
Definitely want to do
that. That one I put out, you know, the hauling chickens, the hauling chicken short, it got over 5,000 views in the first day.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jeez.
And it was a tanker load of eggs.
Then you can put up the view short the next day and only get 100 views.
Well, the ones I shot on the phone, the videos I shot on the phone got over 1,000 views. I started using the GoPro and I didn't get it, and my views started falling off. Go figure. I got better. I got
you
better.
Going, Hooligan?
Off.
Hooligan, you going?
People might have thought I got highfalutin. I don't know. Who wants it? I'd love to go ride Australia. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, we want to
see
a
26-hour flight to get there.
Yeah, I'd have to buy a bike when I got over there.
26 hours.
Oh my God, 26 hours on an airplane.
I looked it up because I was thinking about going to visit Hippie Trev there.
It has to be crazy. What you gonna let me ride one of your bikes, Dave? That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
I will tell you though, just fair warning. The last Harley I rode, I crashed it into a wall.
See, Ray, you're out in your garage, right?
Huh?
I said, Ray, you're out in your garage, right? Let's see. You got your lights on? You don't. You're all dark.
He's
living. See if we can see your bike.
Ray's gonna come out.
There you go. There's a bike. We're gonna see.
I had to put Road King up.
John's in his garage as well.
That's the status of the Road King.
She looks good, man.
Fired up.
It is in the dark.
Ray, you said
probably
that
has the garage door shut. We don't want to get him monoxide.
Ray, you said that seat kills you?
Huh?
You said that seat kills your ass?
It does. It's a Mustang solo seat. It's not made for long distance.
Oh, all right.
It's hard to rock.
Yeah, but it looks good.
It does look good.
I like the one with the back red.
But looks. You can either have comfort or looks. Having both sometimes don't work.
That's a fact. My seat on my bike looks great. It just sucks.
Let's see.
Now, the Mustang seat on the old lady's bike is
check your bike.
It's comfortable.
Yeah. Hey, he's got a bike in him too.
Hey, John.
Got a bike on.
Yep, he's out in his garage. So you got to show your stuff.
There you go. What daylight? Y'all still got daylight up there?
Do what?
You got a little daylight.
Still daylight up there?
Daylight.
Yep, still daylight.
It's dark here.
Where is
he? Too. My connection must be and not just Hooligan. If something any of y'all can do to spread the word of the Forgotten Angels.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Is that a red, Dave? Is that a red motorcycle behind you in that picture? It looks like a paint-out gas tank with a red paint job on it. Looks like it.
Retired rider. What state are you in?
I'm in Ohio.
Ohio. Gee, it's still daylight up there? How is that possible?
Daylight.
You in the what time zone? You in the different time? What time zone you in?
He's got to be in Central.
9:18 here.
It is 9:15 where I'm at.
We're in the same time zone.
We're on the same time zone.
It's 8.
Hooligan, how are you in Central Time? How is that possible?
Yeah, as soon as you cross over Alabama, you go back an hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm in Central Time Zone. I'm in Alabama, but he's in the Eastern Time Zone there. Ohio apparently is in Eastern.
I guess you got to start at some state line, I guess, huh?
Well, you can drive across Tennessee and be in 3 different time zones. So there you go.
Yeah.
if you start off in Knoxville and drive all the way across to Chattanooga, you'll end up in 3 different time zones.
Yeah.
So it'll screw you up. You'll never leave the state of Tennessee. You'll drive all the way across and be in 3 different time zones. It'll mess you up.
Yeah.
So if I see where I'm going on the 22nd, I'm going up South Pittsburgh and up there to Pelham. It's all in the central time zone, so I'm good there. But if I go over to Chattanooga, it's an hour ahead. If I go over to Knoxville, an hour behind.
Oh, okay.
It'll screw you up. So
yeah, that's
I'm going
weird.
to cross state lines again. The hooligans going to go cross state lines. Me and Willie's got to go right up there. I'm going to go take Willie for a ride up that way.
Well, cool.
Alabama Motovlogger. I didn't show up. I had a video drop today, so maybe I think most of y'all seen it. It came on before this did.
Yeah.
Let me ask you all a question. Let me ask you all a question. How do you go from 3 weeks of videos going up? I put 1 video up a week. Besides my shorts, I put every day. How do you go from getting 2,000 views on it for 3 weeks and then you drop down to only 30 views the next few weeks?
I have no idea, man. Mine doesn't.
There's no rhyme or rhythm to any of that. I don't think.
It's just whatever YouTube throws them out there and whoever they suggest.
Exactly. Somebody's up there well, let's only give them 500 views today.
Yeah, it's like a crapshoot.
Right.
Well, here's something.
Because I got some shorts got 10,000 views. The last 6 shorts is like one's like 450, one's like 460, one's like 477. None of them over 500. They're all between 450 and 500. What's the odds?
Yeah. Why does it start out like fast and then just drops off? And goes nowhere?
Well, here's you something else.
That's like me. I can put a video out in the morning. Within the first 6 hours, I got 100 views. After that, nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, here's you something else to know too, because I know they do it on mine, so I know they're doing it on y'all's. YouTube, if you'll watch one day, pick a video out there and check your numbers every day on it, and then watch it. You'll have like say 400 views on it one day, and then as you go, YouTube will start taking the numbers off. You'll start losing views on it.
I made a video talking about YouTube, how they suck. About 2 weeks after that, I get no views hardly. I reckon I paid back for talking about it.
I usually lose about 4 views a day on my videos. YouTube will take about 4 views away a day on mine.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I'll have like 500, then I'll look again, and it'll be down to 475 or 4. And it's like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, overnight you lose them.
There's no rhyme or reason.
It's all YouTube.
Same thing with subscribers. I'll have right now. I got 3,000, whatever it is, 600 and something, and then I'll gain like 5 or 10 subscribers, and the next thing I know, I lost 5 or 10 subscribers. Makes no sense.
It happens to all of us.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us. And I do what they tell you to add the tags so more people will look it up when they're searching them tags, and that doesn't really seem to help.
Like something, I don't even pay attention to any of that shit because it'll bother me. I'll take it too personally. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll bother me and it'll affect my life. Like I don't want that. I want to do this. I want to do this as like a hobby. Like
it is a good hobby.
Yeah. Like let's. Yeah. I remember like maybe 3 or 4 times ago that I went out to film. I went out and I drew a blank. I didn't have anything to say. I was just riding around. I'm like, dumb. I literally had nothing to say. I was just riding around like, I couldn't come up with anything to say.
I
was just like, okay, whatever. We'll try this again tomorrow.
It's
and
like
I looked at it and I was like, I'm not talking.
Well, here's you say.
That's like my Wednesday talking ride. Sometimes I have something to talk about. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes those videos are your best videos when you really don't know what to say. You come out with whatever. Sometimes those are your best.
best ones.
What you do when you want to get your friends' watch hours up, you run their playlist. I know Ray's been running mine quite a bit. I run his quite a bit. You get your watch
I run
hours.
yours 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Well, here's you something to do, Sick. It's what T-Bone was talking about. Here's you something to do, Sick, is watch somebody's videos, watch mine or any of these people's videos, and then pick something out of their videos and talk about it. So I was watching MotoBaum Virginia's video. He was talking about this, and this is my opinion on it, stuff like that. You don't just let it rip. Just whatever comes to your mind. Don't try to censor yourself. Just let it go. Me, I love to talk, and I live alone so much that I ain't got nobody around me. So when I get the chance to talk, I let it go. And sometimes I don't shut up.
Well, that's one of my biggest problems when I'm out riding doing a video.
Yeah.
I start running off at the mouth, and the video ends up being an hour long, and I got to cut it down.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing, the same exact thing. Either you're talking too much or you're not talking enough. Like there's never that happy medium, There's I'm never going to be able to publish or edit all of this stuff. I'm going to have to make this freaking 3 videos. You got to be kidding me.
Here's a simple word of advice: don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just do it.
Yeah.
What I was going to add to it is for every hour that passes in the day in the world, there's 13,000 hours of content uploaded to YouTube.
Right.
Wow.
We're never going to see it all.
Right.
Yeah.
So just do what you do, make yourself happy, and
folks along the way. Exactly right.
Exactly
right. That's what I do.
That's what it's all about right here, anyway.
If I can point fingers at a small channel, 174 subscribers, and I've had a YouTube channel. I don't know how many years now, and to me, we all look at YouTube a different way, and for me, you guys that I made personal connections with behind the scenes personally, and the others I met virtually here that I hope to cross paths with one day and shake a hand and have a meal with or drink or whatever. Or we'll have more stories to tell in person. And case in point, Sick Bastard and Hooligan both can attest to that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I started taking it too personally and taking it too seriously, and I wasn't having fun anymore, I really had to stop and be like, why is that happening?
Right. Well, just don't know.
And what was happening was I was just putting so much pressure on myself to like
you would at your
do everything correct, like to share everything, to share my friend's stuff, to edit it correctly, to get it right, to do, learning everything. It was just so much, so fast. I was like, screw this. This ain't fun anymore. And then I took a step back.
Yeah. Well, like I said, tell you what, I got one camera that I use. I edit everything on my phone. I don't do anything on the computer. And I mean, I think it comes out pretty good. I know a lot of guys, and there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of guys, they buy a lot of cameras and they got this big editing studio and all that. And a lot of them they ain't making any money off YouTube. I'm not, and I don't want to make any money off YouTube. It's just a hobby for me. That's and all that.
The main thing is just don't overthink it and just be yourself and be genuine with yourself. Because if you fake with yourself, you're gonna be fake with others. People's gonna look right through it. Just put it out there. Don't overthink it. Just send it out there and let it go. Just go. Okay,
I try to.
This is as good as it's gonna get. Let it go. And that's why I do mine. Trust me, I ain't gonna sit there and stress over mine.
Hey, north by southeast.
I'll do it. I watch it. And
I'm coming.
I definitely ain't overthinking any of mine.
Well, I started my channel because I was retired and I was bored, and then I found out my grandkids loved watching me on TV, and that made it all right there. I make videos. I don't make good videos, but I make videos. As long as my grandkids watch them and like them. That's all I care about. But then I got all y'all, that our little community,
Yeah.
Well, that's what I like.
Community.
Well, when
I ended up literally getting myself sick.
Right.
Like I was physically sick. That I wasn't watching my sugars, wasn't paying attention to my health.
Exactly, Dave.
I mean, I was running into computer problems, overwhelming technology problems, starting up. Like it was almost consuming. And then I was like, okay, enough. I was like, I can't do it anymore. Stop. And I literally just took a step back, and I was like, and then I slowed down, and I slowly started learning the computer, and slowly talked to more of people that were doing it, because I really had to educate myself, because I didn't know. I was 10 years behind in computer knowledge. I haven't been behind a camera lens in over a year or so, because I used to take pictures and photography and stuff, but no video. I don't know anything about video, and so it's all new to me, and I was just like, it was like system overload.
Yeah,
right. You're like I said, man. You're overthinking. You're overthinking it.
I do very little editing. I don't spend a whole lot of time. I record it like John. I put it down on my phone. I edit it, and there it is, like it or not.
Exactly. That's why I do it. If y'all watch mine, y'all watch mine. Y'all know I don't put no polish on it. It's rough as it can get. That's fine. I tell everybody, you know what a hooligan video is when you see one. I mean, some people spend, like he said, like a retired was talking about, that you take, and some people get on there and make all this big production out of it, try to make it slick and fancy. And man, I ain't fancy. Mine, you see what you get. I don't know.
Exactly. I don't need fancy. I just need to clean it up a little bit, and make it kind of pretty if I can, and nice. I don't need to make it perfect. I understand
all that, but man, I wouldn't overthink it too much.
Oh,
yeah. I was just like my Wednesday ride where that guy hit me with the lawnmower, all the debris. I had to beep everything out because I couldn't even know what I said, because people like Nona Grace wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I would have. I would have.
Y'all be mindful of what you
hear. I was pissed for you, Ray. I was pissed for you, Ray. I was like, I would have went back.
Man, I would, but I would.
I was like, watch me get arrested.
What's going on, bud? Something's going on. What happened?
Yeah, that's where he didn't go back. He just lives right up the road. The funny thing is, his son watches my YouTube video, so I know he told his daddy. I ain't heard nothing else from it yet.
Hey, I gotta jump out of here now. I gotta get up at 4, so I got some stuff to do. I appreciate you inviting me in. I love all you guys, man. It was awesome.
I'm glad to have you, my friend.
Appreciate it, Paul.
Good to see you, Paul. Good to see you.
We'll see you in the next one.
I didn't say 4 in the morning unless I had to get up and use the bathroom.
I gotta get up and go work myself.
Well, I haven't slept a full night since my wife died either, so it's rough,
I imagine, my friend. Sorry to hear that.
I appreciate that. All right, you guys take care, man.
All right, buddy. Come back sometime.
Take care.
Oh, I will.
But Sick Bastard, you were talking about editing and this, that, and other. He's a fellow that I started watching years ago, and some of us may be familiar with him. It's Outback Outlaw in Australia.
Yes.
He does all his stuff on his phone.
Okay.
Every bit of his,
and I'm not one.
Videos.
And I'm not one to ask for help, but I eventually got so overwhelmed. I had to I was reaching out to Hooligan all the time. I must have been such a pain in the ass to Hooligan. Poor Hooligan. I was asking him the stupidest of questions, like what with how do I do this? Or what's this? What the fuck is a hashtag? And what is this? I was like, what am I doing? I'm like, Hooligan, I don't know what I'm doing, dude. He's like,
yes, dude, we sure do. Let me ask you guys something. Do you use the hashtag on your YouTube shorts?
Yeah.
No.
I do.
I found out doing mine that the hashtag really doesn't do much. If you don't use a hashtag, or if you use that, it really doesn't change anything.
No, it don't even bother.
I just put it on there to give the band the credit. That's all I do. I just put the band's name on there. It's really the only hashtag I ever put on there.
Well, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't use the hashtag.
All them hashtags and all them other tags and that stuff, I can't prove that it works myself, just to be honest with you.
I don't think
Say hi to Josh. You see Josh was on?
Yeah, hey Josh.
Hey Josh.
I said hi to him. He's Josh is another Alabama YouTuber over there. He's a musician
Dude.
and he rides a motorcycle.
Yeah.
He's in Alabama.
I haven't met him since last year. Him and his wife, and they gave me her helmet last April on 420 actually, and I've been trying to get back. Man,
funny enough,
everything's just kind of we can't never get together anymore. But we're going to eventually. Me and Mr. Gregory's got to get together, and me and Josh got to get together. We'll all get together eventually.
Yeah, like I said, we got about a 330-mile ride Saturday. If it don't kill me, I might see you Sunday morning.
I got to work this Sunday.
Oh, you got to work Sunday?
Yeah,
I thought you said you was off Sunday. Oh, you off Friday?
I'm off on Friday, and then I'm off on the 23rd.
No, the next. Okay.
On the following.
All right. Okay.
He ain't gonna turn me loose much because I'm the only one that'll come in and work. These kids ain't gonna work. It depends on my poor old broke down. Yeah, never mind. Carry on.
Okay.
I ain't getting into it no more than that.
Yeah, so we're leaving on Monday days going to Tazewell for BAM.
Right.
But seeing that Josh is in the chat, he's another one that can attest. He's been down to Forgotten Angels and seen with his own eyes.
Right. He wrote a song about the
I didn't
camp.
know Josh went down there.
Yep.
Yeah, he even wrote a song about it.
That's
Tramps and Weirdos or something like that.
you got to get on stage when he's down there. That's where he belongs.
Yeah,
I'm actually talking with Dave and Cindy about that for October, but I know Josh said he had one of the kids' birthdays around that time.
That band
next spring.
Right.
Well, I know north to southeast want to know who was coming to BAM right now. It's just me and MotoBaum.
What
Yeah,
side
I
you mean?
can't get up there. Maybe one day. I thought that was just for Virginia's YouTube channel people that done in Virginia.
Those folks, no, they
We're leaving Wednesday to go to BAM.
These folks from all around that area. These are the guys. These are the guys I've been following for years and years. They come down from Pennsylvania, from Michigan.
Yeah, we'll be in BAM Monday. I mean, Tazewell.
Virginia ain't up there no more.
My wife has it. She ain't rode in the mountains much, so we're gonna go up Monday, and me and her are gonna do some riding up on the tail of the dragon, get her used to riding in the mountains before we get in amongst of everybody.
Well, here, Mr. Gregory, I'm gonna ask you something other. On hers, it's a trike, right? Is it a real trike, or has it got the 3 wheels?
No, it's a 09. It's a 09 Sportster.
Right.
Got the Champion Open trike kit on it.
Yeah, but does it have the 3 wheels in the back, or is it just got the 2?
No. It's got the 2 wheels.
The trikes I've seen around here lately look like they got training wheels on it because they got the 2 on the outside and the 1 in the middle. I got 3 in the back.
Yeah, let me get the light turned on.
Dave.
Go eat, Dave. I don't know if
Go
you're coming
eat.
back, whatever.
Cook you
but
something good, man.
great hanging out with us, man.
Appreciate you coming over, man.
Look at that. There it is.
Sweet.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. That thing's awesome.
So it don't have that. It don't have that wheel in the middle. A lot of them here, around here lately, I've seen it's got the wheel in the middle. I was like, man, it's got 4 wheels on that thing. It looks
it's like a conversion kind of where you can still use it as a 2-wheel bike if you took the conversion off.
Cooking chickens.
Yeah, that's what David Ken rides. That's what he did.
Uh-oh.
Well,
there you are.
Is it if it's 4 wheels? Is it a motorcycle?
Yeah, that's what David Timrod did. He put the Frankenstein kit on his.
Yeah,
it's like a frame or something, right? Right?
Yeah. They put that. Yeah. I put
Yeah,
one up on a short.
because with the new.
I put one up on a short. A guy was selling that one of them track kits on there. Well, they had on his Harley, and nobody watched it. They got 14 views. I tried to help him out. I thought I was going to help him try to sell his motorcycle, but it didn't really do good. Looks like a Frankenstein.
It's not a Frankenstein kit. It's made. It come out of California. Oh shoot, man.
Don't worry about it, Ray. It's all right, man.
LA choppers.
We got
He's
him
like,
working.
he can't remember the dog.
Making him get up and down.
He's in the spotlight right now.
Yeah, he is.
We got him.
He's got no.
But Frankenstein, it's still the same, but this is, I can't remember, but it came out of California.
Well, here's another question. Is that a hood hanging on the back of your wall back there?
Do I hood?
Is that a hood hanging up back there on your wall? It looks like an car hood back there on the wall.
Oh yeah, that's off of Katie's '62 Volkswagen. I painted a peace sign on it and hung it up.
I thought,
Nice.
man, I thought it looked like a hood.
California conversions.
That looks like a damn deck lid off the back of a bug.
It is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
An
it's
early
a hood.
a
She
60.
got rear-ended one time in her '62 Volkswagen, and her dad put another hood on it.
Mr. Ray,
We used to use that when it snowed. I pulled it around the yard on the four-wheeler.
Hey, there was a dude down here that cut a Volkswagen in half like that, put a motorcycle front end on it, and then left the back of it a Volkswagen. Used to ride it around like that.
check this out. Check this tattoo out. I'm fitting to show you, Mr. Ray.
He's got a Volkswagen.
Volkswagen, yeah.
He likes Volkswagen.
That design, that design of the tattoo with the flames around it. If y'all remember Monster Garage,
Yeah.
on the Discovery Channel, the Earth was turning around and the flames come off the Earth. That's the logo.
Where from?
That's
Okay.
the outline. That's the outline of the logo of the old Monster Garage that they used, and in place of the Earth, they used the Volkswagen symbol.
Nice.
I'm afraid I'm
I
gonna
grew up on old bugs, and up until I just took my 74 to my youngest brother because I wasn't gonna do nothing with it. I've been a bug nut my whole life, so I figured it was the early '60s.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to jump off here, y'all. My battery's dying. I'm gonna have to holler at y'all later.
All right, home again.
Hey, man.
Hey, later, y'all.
As always, thank you.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
We see you.
See
Yeah,
you
it's good
again.
hanging with y'all.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Well, I'll
Have a
let
good
y'all
evening.
I'm not gonna tell you why I killed my camera, Eric. Because I love
Hey,
you.
we're all starting to get a little bigger in the pictures here.
Yeah.
North by
Oh,
south.
we've been on, but 2 hours and 42 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. I was surprised. Like I know my back has been so bad. I had to like get on my stomach and fall onto my knees just to get out of bed. What was it yesterday? Today I could sit up and get out normally. So I was like, oh, thank you. You know, sitting in these chairs, man. I tattoo every day, you know, so I'm always hunched over and doing shit. And my hobby is fishing. I sit on the fishing boat. My hobby's on the motorcycle. I sit on the motorcycle. Then I got YouTube. I sit in front of the damn screen and do all that stupid ass editing, man. You guys were making me feel. I was like, gosh, I'm not part of the crowd, man.
There you are. I can't wait till the end of summer come up. You put me on that honey hole you fishing on.
Heck yeah, you would need a 7-pounder up here. We got a few of those waiting for you. Wow. I might get out soon. There's a tournament Sunday, so I don't know, my daughter might want to go out. It's Father's Day, and she volunteered to go out with me, so I just might do that.
Well, that's cool. You gonna video it?
There's 2 or 4.
2, 4.
Yeah, I'll video it for sure. You know, I want to get my grandbaby out and do that again too, because last time I took her out to that tournament, my front trolling motor burned up, you know, the lower unit and stuff, and left us stranded. And us paddling up. We're calling her dad. Her dad comes and picks us up and rescues us. It went pretty smoothly, but yeah, she was probably only like 10, 11 at the time. So
hey, I had an electric boat. I only had one battery in it because these water drinking reservoirs, you ain't allowed a gasoline motor. I got probably 2 miles up the lake, battery went dead. I had to call Katie. and made it to a bridge and told her to go to AutoZone and get me 2 big boat batteries and bring them to me.
Yeah,
that's
because I was the only one on the darn lake.
Well, she's strong because those batteries are not light.
No, they're not.
I'm going to hop off here, guys. I look forward to talking to you gentlemen again.
All right, John.
Cool.
You have a good one, my friend. Come back when you can.
Take care now.
Great seeing you, brother.
All right, brothers.
All right, bye.
Let me know when you come back close to Georgia, up in the Blue Ridge, or even Gatlinburg or somewhere. I ain't but a couple of hours.
Well, we're going to be Blue Ridge. We're going to be down in Gatlinburg. Like I said, I think we're going down on the 8th. I think we're going to be down there the whole week.
Yeah,
So,
see that figures because I'll be in BAM the 8th the whole week.
I thought about BAM, like I said, I thought about that, but this has already been planned. So
yeah, I understand.
How many people go to VAM?
Last year we had 35 YouTubers.
Shit, no kidding. So it's relatively small.
Yeah. We had 3 or 4 come down from Canada.
No shit.
But Mr. G, 1965, he hosted it. He started it. This be the 4th annual.
Yeah, he was on earlier. Did you see him? All right.
Yeah,
Bye, John. See you, buddy.
Take care, John. Nice meeting you,
Ray. Ray, did you
My
see
audio
him
any good
earlier?
now, fellas? I got this camera shut off.
Who's that? 2-4?
Yeah, it's just not popping up. I got him up here, but just needs to undo. And what do we got here?
Oh yeah, North Ray. I wanted to mention this. North by Southwest mentioned the company that he thought it was that converted the trike. California.
It could be 36 last year.
Could it be California Conversions? I don't know how many. Champion. Okay, Champion.
Champion Open Track Kit.
Champion Open Trike Kit.
Yeah. It's made by Champion. Which, if you look at the Frankenstein, it's almost the same rear end. Now, I don't know if he's buying it from these people. I don't know.
Yeah. So what is it? Is it sprocket? It's got to be sprocket. Chain drive sprocket?
No, it's the belt. It's a belt.
Oh, it's a belt. Okay.
Yeah, it's belt driven.
Oh, it's belt driven. All right. That's awesome.
Yep, it's belt driven, enclosed, just like a car rear end.
I've seen those things pop wheelies, man. I've seen those things pop wheelies.
Yeah, she had bought the tires when she first started riding. Well, it'll rev quick. I mean, it's a 09 Nightster XL 1200.
Yeah.
She'll run over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
We was on the incline one time, and she rolling back. Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Something else she did is we was on a ride. When she first started riding, we got Bluetooth helmets. We could talk to each other.
Yeah.
And I was leading the ride, and she was in the back of the pack. And I'm hearing this because we made a left turn and right, sharp back right. And I hear this, and I looked in my mirror. She was up on 2 wheels like this. Like I thought she gonna go on over with it. And I asked her, I said, Did you know you was up on 2 wheels? She said no. But
hey, jeez.
But Deidre, friend of ours, on a freewheeler, we were going to Panama City a couple years ago. We was in a roundabout, and she wasn't even going fast, and she rode hers over on top of her. The only thing saved her was all the luggage she had on back.
No.
And me and Katie was on Eleanor, and we was right behind Deidre, and Katie seen it all. It was about 4 or 5 weeks before she would even get back on her bike. I told her, if you don't get on it, you'll never get on it.
Never get on it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
When you go down, you got to get back up somehow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who had difficulty?
I remember when I got hit really bad, it was a long time before I got back on that bike. Not by choice, but I didn't have the bike. The bike they almost totaled it.
Yeah.
And it took them 9 months, 10 months to get it back to me. It was brand new. It still had paper tags on it. And I got clipped.
I had my big one was back in 1980. I was 17, coming home from the lake. I was headed to the Waffle House. About 11 o'clock at night, 4 drunks and a 69 F-150 running from the police with the lights off hit me from behind. I don't remember too much of nothing. It totaled the bike out. 2 or 3 weeks later, I was still living at home, and you know how your mamas are. Yeah, and my granddaddy had a Honda 350. He gave it to me. Man, I thought my mama was gonna shoot both of us. She told me, "You take it back over there." I called Grandpa. He said, "I tell you what, bring it." He said, "You can have the bike, but bring it over here and leave it. And when you want to ride it, just come and get it." And I made a video on it. I'm sitting at the red light at Stone Mountain. Guess who pulls up beside of me? My mama.
My mama. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I call hell.
Yeah.
Oh, she was pissed.
She was pissed.
Oh.
She was pissed.
Oh.
Hey, that ain't nothing.
Good story.
About 25 years ago, I had a Kawasaki sports bike, something about like Dean's R1. I passed her on 81. She was going to Loganville. She probably run about 45. I passed her about 130.
Oh.
And I didn't see her. Yeah, I didn't know it was her.
Not at 130.
No,
How'd
but
she know it was you? How'd she know
I wasn't living at home,
fast?
but she come to my house.
She knew it was you, but she knew the color helmet. She knew how he dressed. She knows his body type. Mama knows everything, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my
mom
mama,
like up north. I don't know his name. I don't know if you're supposed to say name on the online here, but that back looks like you said had an accident as well 4 years ago, man. That's something I didn't know, but wish he was on here, could tell us a little bit about it. I had one. Geez, back in the early 90s, a drunk driver pulled it. He probably and busted up this elbow like in 8 pieces. I remember I hit about 45 miles an hour. Hit a guy on the passenger door post. He just waited for me, pulled out. Bam, his truck was rolled over on the other side of the ditch. And all I remember is sitting in the middle of the highway with my legs crossed, Indian style, sitting up. I got to reach for my face, check to see if I had facial stuff, and all of a sudden my arm went like this, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I broke my wrist and mine and had terrible road rash. Every time I looked at the pictures of it, I just
I heard somebody say Indian, and I'm tuned in.
That is a crazy machine, man.
24 Ninja 600 crazy machine. Yeah, it is.
That's insane, dude.
That's a 600R. That is a crazy. Yeah.
I remember my first bike that I bought was a 1992 ZX7 Ninja. It was blue, green, and white, and it had air tubes that cooled the top of the heads, 2 tubes that came off the handlebars and cooled the top of the heads. And I rode that thing home for the first time, and I was like, holy shit. My mother is going to kill me. And I remember saying that when I left the dealership. And I rode that thing home, and I pulled in front of my house, and my mother came out on the front stoop and started crying. I felt like the biggest piece of shit.
Wow.
And another thing about moms, I remember when I was playing hockey, I was like 16 or 17 years old or 15. I didn't have a driver's license yet, so I may have been 15. And I was ice skating, playing hockey at Fritz Diedel's ice skating rink in Westwood. And I ended up falling on the ice and hitting my head real hard and getting knocked unconscious. And I remember being outside and throwing up, and I knew that was signs of a concussion.
Yep.
And without me calling my mother or anything, I didn't call her. I didn't want to upset her. But my mother went to Kmart that day, which was across the street from Fritz Diedel's ice skating rink. And she said that when she drove past the ice skating rink, she had this weird, funny feeling. And when she was done at Kmart and she passed Fritz Diedel's ice skating rink again, she pulled in. And when she pulled in and came inside the rink, I was laying on my back, holding my head, trying not to throw up. And she brought me to the emergency room where I was admitted overnight.
Wow.
It's like a mother's sixth sense, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Like
You're
mother knows best. Like she knew that something was wrong without even talking to me, just by being outside the building or nearby.
Yeah. But I'll never forget the look in my mama's face when I pulled up on that bike that my granddaddy gave me after my bad wreck.
And I bet you she never forgot your face.
But yeah, I'm 64. I had my first little scooter when I was 8. I forgot what motor on it, but you wind it up and you push it in and it would crank.
No kidding.
I rode that for a couple of years, and my dad bought me my first little Honda 80s or 90s. Mine, I had the blue and white one. I rode the piss out of that bike.
Nice.
And then I went to dirt bikes and then the street bike.
There he is.
2-4 got jokes in the chat, y'all.
We missed Rose. He's from Alabama. That's what Hooligan talks about. I found him one time and I give him the link to Hooligan because I knew they were Alabama guys and they've been hooked up ever since. So he's got a nice channel, man. Does a pretty cool job with it. So you ever get a chance, we'll go check it out. I'll try and find a link here. Try and keep everybody. There it is. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm already subscribed to his channel.
Yes. Yeah, so you know.
Yeah, I had a brief stint with actually it was a 4-year stint, the length of the loan of a Ninja sport bike. I had that bike for a while. That was a good bike. That was a fun bike. I maxed that bike out at one point. I was on a 5-mile straightaway. I had that thing up to 175 miles an hour. And I remember coming out of a tuck at 130 and coming out of a tuck at 130, I almost got taken off the bike by the wind. It was crazy.
I'm reading what you're saying, 2-4.
Yeah, the sport bike thing, like what you were talking about, Buck. Man, I used to hate those. I grew up, around all the Harley riders, and we used to tease about those rice burners, and they were, sounded like a weed eater. Every insult you could find, and never liked. My son even bought one, brought it here. It sat here for, I don't know, month or more. I didn't even have a desire to touch that thing, and then I rode one. My daughter bought one, and her boyfriend at the time, and they were into it. I started riding. They let me ride, and I was like, man, next weekend I'm ready to ride that on our group ride. So, man, can I ride that?
You'll have to. Never mind.
I felt that power that was behind all that, and pulling that front
and the
wheel
handling,
up, and you're like, wow, I'd never done 140 mile an hour before. They go faster than that, but
yeah.
That's about all I wanted out of the bike.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just a different thing. Then I started watching the Isle of Man and seeing how these real crazy, insane riders really ride. Like that is a true sign up for death sport. They have deaths every year, it's been for over 100 years, the Isle of Man. So if you've never seen that, then you get a new respect for those bikes. You're going,
absolutely. I would not recommend doing 175 miles an hour on an open road. It was a straightaway.
Yeah.
And there was a town at the end of the straightaway. And the town was originally a little black dot. And then the town was a dime. And then the town was a quarter. Then the town was a $50. Then the town was, it was just. And then I got out of the tuck too soon, and it almost ripped me off the bike. At like a 140 or 135, I almost got torn off the bike.
Yeah.
It pulled me to the point where I had to tuck back down.
Yeah.
Or it was going to take, my fingertips were on the handlebars. I was like, I won't do that ever again.
Yeah, I've done that. We was running about 135. I raised up that far past the windshield. I like to not have pulled myself back. I mean, I was hitting the brakes, but it was scary. I've done that. I know what you're talking about.
We know that from experience.
Puckering. And you know what? When I did that full throttle run, I remember the white line being solid. I remember the poles were going by every second.
Yep.
The telephone poles.
Yep.
And I said to myself, after holding that speed for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, however long it was, and starting to slow down, I was realizing, wow, it's taking a long time to slow down. I'm like, wow, it's really taking a long time to slow down.
Yep.
And then, I was eventually fully off the throttle, and I'm like, wow, it's really taking a long time to slow down.
That's your Valentino Rossi.
Yeah, and then I eventually got down to like 120 after I almost shit myself when I almost came out of the tuck too soon. And I said, I will never do that ever again. I will never, ever, ever. I don't want to do that ever again. I was like that. I almost died. Not that extreme, but like it would have taken nothing.
You felt that way.
Yeah, it would have taken nothing for me to die. It would have taken a rabbit going across the road. It would have taken.
Wouldn't took nothing.
What if I hit a deer at 175 miles an hour? That would have been just the end of it. That would have been game over.
Yeah.
I put that picture up on purpose, Mr. Dean, because y'all are talking about speed and sport bikes.
Yes.
That very Indian that y'all are looking at right now.
Yeah.
I've seen 152 on the odometer.
Wow.
On my cruiser.
Yeah, you have some horsepower crazy in that thing.
So I've only seen 152 once. And I said, it's enough. And I still had plenty of throttle.
Yeah, that's amazing that you can get that much. That must have some really top end cams put in it, huh?
That's awesome, though.
Well, and it's not even oil cooled. It's completely air cooled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The previous version to the Indian Scout was the bigger frame bike, the full size frame, like the Springfield and the Chieftain and the Roadmaster, and they're all oil cooled. This one doesn't have it. This one doesn't have an oil cooler. So yeah.
I need a 6th gear. I need a 6th gear. I do. I admit it. I need a 6th gear.
No.
Well, I
got that right.
I don't even need 6.
I can tell you, I watch all those sport bike riders, and like when you see them racing, they do that knee and whatever drag, and I'm thinking, well, that's what you're supposed to do, and the first time I really did like 140 on it, my daughter's boyfriend hit it, so I'm following him, and we're on this long sweeper. It was a double wide road, no trees. It seemed like it would be real safe. And I decided to think, well, if you're going to be cool, man, you better pop on over and do that little bit of whatever. At 140, I had no idea that's not what you do. I got out from behind the wind and all that, got out in the wind. That's like what y'all were talking about earlier, just about felt like I was going to blow off the bike.
Blow off.
So I learned something. Don't try and be cool and do stuff you have no idea what. You learn a lot of respect on that bike. I slowed down like a whole lot on it and learned how to ride it, you know.
Yeah,
and it's 1,000, you know. So that's
what you learn real fast is that like when you're tucked like that, like Moto, you know, you got one. You got an R1. If you're tucked and you're right behind the visor, when you're gonna lean to the one side, you need to keep your helmet at the same spot, but off the side. Yeah. Not out and off the side.
No.
And you learn that real
They do that on slow turns. You see them, well, not slow, but slower.
Yeah.
You know, when they're doing those, they're probably like 80 miles an hour at times, I'm sure, and they're dragging, but
anything over 140, you need to be glued to the bike and just off-centered a little bit. That's like insanity, dude. That's like disconnect your brain fast.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, I don't know, man. It's like we're never going to find an ending stop. We probably should wrap it up and save some energy for another motovlog or another slide.
It's still early.
3 hours.
Jason is back. Hit a cow doing 80. I hit 3 cows in a 67 Caprice back in the day and killed all 3 of them. Farmer, they got out of the fence, and another person coming this way at me is flashing brights. And of course, I'd been tipping up, you know, as a young kid, you know, bitching at the people, you know, give them the look, you know, at night when they can't see me. And by the time I turn back, there's 3 cows standing in front of me. That's a good cow story. I couldn't imagine. Yeah, you on this motorcycle, you're dead.
That's insane, man. A few months in the hospital.
Yeah, he's lucky.
It's like a banana skin, a rattlesnake.
Like a banana peel is right. Yeah.
Speaking of cow stories, did y'all a few years back? It was on National Enquirer and all, and people thought it was a hoax. But y'all have heard of the wild hog that was caught in Georgia, Hogzilla?
Yeah.
That was an 1,100-pound wild hog that died in a mud pit in Alapaha, Georgia. They had to extricate it from the local with the damn excavator.
Gas for long.
And that's the Alapaha is only about 30-40 miles up the road from me. And it's even though it was all over all them tabloids and this, that, and other, that was a true story. You want to talk about a hog? That was a hog.
Yeah, so I've seen it. That's ultra big.
Yeah, that's awfully big. Now, it was so big that they thought it was faked. That's how big it was.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how absurdly large that hog was.
It was the size of a damn
a Volkswagen.
Holstein.
It was the size of a goddamn freaking bug.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that.
It wasn't slack of weight by no means.
Oh boy was feeding it. Better not keep your hands in front of it.
Yeah, no.
Hell no.
Dude, I would not want to come face to face with anything like that.
Probably might eat us.
I saw this thing on TV. Not on TV. It was on YouTube. That whatever.
It must be true.
Well, it was on film. They were going out with like machine guns, like military grade weapons, and hunting these. They had so many hogs on this farm that they were going out at night and using night vision.
Yeah.
And lighting them up like it was daytime. And there were so many of them. They were hitting them with the Jeep, with the 4-wheel drive vehicle that they were driving in. And these guys were like strapped into the bed of these trucks so they wouldn't fall out of the trucks. They had a Gatling gun. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, that's like here in Georgia. There's no rules on hog hunting. You could drop bombs from a helicopter.
Yeah.
You can hunt them at night, day. It don't matter how you hunt them.
Got no love, huh? No love.
But they're so evasive. They're unbelievably
to South Georgia
evasive.
around Okefenokee.
Yeah.
They breed like rabbits.
Yeah, they do. And they'll tear up some property.
Yeah, and they don't have like 4 puppies or whatever.
No, they have
like 8 or 16.
Yeah.
Friggin' whatever they're called, piglets.
Yeah. We got some farms down here. They just flat tearing them up.
Yeah, and then they don't even have to get to like adult age to reproduce. They can be like teenagers, you know. They can be like 18 months old, and they can start having litters of kids.
Yep.
Yeah, they're good eating.
Yeah.
Anytime you go up and down Interstate 95, and you get between Richmond Hill and Jacksonville, Florida, look both sides of the interstate, dusk and dawn. You'll see the feral hogs running up and down the interstate.
Yeah.
By the fence lines and stuff. You'll see where they've got they burrows alongside the fence lines, alongside the interstates.
That's like Alligator Alley before they put the fence up on both sides of the road. Alligators be in the road everywhere.
Yeah. Well, what they do? They have to connect it somehow. Do they put pipes underneath? Like
they got little bridges, little canals that run under the road.
Like cross back and forth and everything.
There's viaducts and stuff down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they got overpasses for that too up north. I know that much.
Okay. Yeah, there's none on that road. It's just a flat alligator alley.
Yeah.
But I reckon about 10 years ago they put the fence up on both sides of the road to keep the alligators out. But I know I work for Tri-State in Donaldsonville, right? Georgia.
Alley 75.
Donaldsonville is only about an hour and a half west of me, Mr. Gregory.
I was in Jacksonville the other day, 2 days ago. Yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Jacksonville?
Yeah. I was in Jacksonville, Florida. I had to go pick up a car.
Okay. Yeah, we go through Jacksonville when we go down to Daytona. We come down through South Georgia, Waycross, Jacksonville. But if I'm by myself, I'll just come down 75. I go all the way down 75, get off the exit before Ocala. 40, 44. That takes you straight out over to Daytona. Go through Ashton, Florida.
Oh yeah,
all right, yeah. Because I'm north of Ocala. I'm just north of Ocala.
Yeah, you're in Jacksonville. Yeah. How far are you from the Harley dealer?
He's in Gainesville.
From which
Gainesville Harley's at exit 390 and Sick
Oh yeah,
I'm the last Gainesville exit.
I'm one exit south of the Gainesville Harley exit.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gainesville Harley is at Newberry Road. That's Newberry Road. I'm at
good meeting you too.
Archer Road, which is one exit down. Because Archer and Newberry connect by 75 and by side roads and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Elliot's
but I think that's I'm gonna do a video. I want to do a video of a loop. I want to do a loop from my house, and do a blast up 75 and then get off the exit and then do a loop, and see how long it takes to do a loop and make a video on it. Because it's probably going to be like at least a half-hour loop.
Yeah.
Traffic, like if there's traffic or any kind of traffic.
Okay. Yeah, just about every one of my videos is leaving this garage right here, so people can watch my videos and come to my house probably.
Yeah.
Well, same
I don't care.
Highly unadvisable.
Exactly.
Don't come unannounced.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be crazy to come. I'm a half a mile from the road. Somebody, I know when somebody come down my driveway. You'd be crazy. Yeah. Uninvited, you might not want to come down my driveway.
Yeah, they better intend to be there.
Well, I mean, it was stupid to go to anybody's house, you know.
Yeah.
That's like where I'm at. See, I'm only 90 miles.
People. I'll be right back. I'm getting a drink.
All right, man.
But Mr. Gregory, I'm only 90 miles north of Sick Bastard. I'm right there at the Florida Georgia state line.
Wait.
Yeah.
I got a lot of
you, man.
I got a lot of friends ride bikes. As long as I hear a bike coming down the driveway, I just meet them out on the back porch, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm home, if I ain't, I got cameras. They alert me on my phone if somebody, comes down the driveway.
Oh, that's good.
But I ride, like I said before, I ride up that way quite a bit because my mom, she's right there, right outside of Greenville, Travelers Rest, Marietta, Pumpkin Town.
Sorry, I forgot I had my mic with me.
Yo, Tara Ghost just said that hogs start breeding at 5 months old.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Wow.
Dude.
That's 20 to 32.
Yeah, that's insane.
A year per pig. Well, you have one pig has 16 in 5 months. Those 16 have 16. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that's insane. That's like, yeah. And like they don't get genetically defected by like interbreeding either. Like,
So if one pig has 16.
And those 16, half of them are female. 8 of them's having 16 more.
Yeah, you got some are going to be males, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have just cause of one pig can have about 3,500 a year.
That's ridiculous. No wonder why they're having such a problem.
Yeah, but then think about it. If you got 10 sows having 16 piglets and half of them are girls, in 5 months they're having,
Yeah. Wow.
It's crazy.
Like roaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some
like me back in the day. Wife's going in the house so I can say what I want. She always tell me, they don't tell me how many kids you got running around. As long as don't. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Any woman watching this might know me. I'm just joking. Your kid ain't mine.
You gotta do like Wheelburner and do the 18 and above.
Yeah.
Audience.
That's crazy.
Not the kids, so
they can have 2 to 3 litters per year.
Yeah. It's a few.
And they come from a litter of 8 or 10.
That's
unreal. If they have 16 and half of if 8 of them is girls, then wow, man.
I'm pretty sure there's a higher percentage of females than males. True.
Yeah.
No matter what species it is, I'm pretty sure.
No matter what walk of life.
Yeah.
There's always more females than males.
There's always more females than males.
I used to hunt. I don't hunt no more. But my Uncle Dean, they still go down hog hunt. He brings some by. We keep. I got deer and hog and everything else in the freezer, but free.
Yeah, north
better than what you buy at the grocery store.
Southeast. She's watching this in the house, Ray.
She might be. She might. Yeah. Hey. Don't. Hey. Well, when I go in, I'll know.
So Ray, what do you think about editing?
I get the cold shoulder. She'll stay on her side of the bed tonight. I'll know.
You'll
know. I be editing?
Yeah.
Honey, I'm just joking.
I'm just kidding, honey. That's great.
Yeah. It's
You
all
guys,
for
I want
entertainment.
to say, I want to say, when y'all have a chance to make a memory, because you don't know if we're gonna have tomorrow or not.
There you go. There you go. Those are some words of wisdom right there, man.
That's
and I know you know
made
that.
Me decide to leave to go
That is
on my
great.
trip. That's what made me decide to go on my trip. I haven't.
Here.
There's gonna be a frying pan fly out the damn door behind him in a second.
Yeah.
They're gonna see him get knocked out.
I might just go sleep in the camper tonight.
I wish I would have done this earlier, but like, which video is it? That's your first video, Sick. Which one is it? This one?
My first video is
is it this one here? Because I got your videos up here, and this is it.
Which one?
I mean, the one that had your story, man. That one that had
my
your story, because that was kind of dealt with the Forgotten Angels and why it was so a big deal for you and the whole works. I thought it was really a heartfelt video. If y'all wanted to know,
that was number
one. A little better.
That was this one. The one
I'm pointing at.
Where the hell is your pointer?
It's on the black bike and the white bike together, second to the last video.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's the one.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
Black Thunder and White Lightning.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can post the link up here, because y'all should check that one out, man. That's really, really good.
Yeah, that's what I followed Shade Tree for like 10, 11 years, like a long time ago, man. Like I started following Shade Tree when he was living with Jess, and the cigar factory across the street from their house burnt to the ground, and that was in like 2010.
Have a Tampa.
Yeah.
You know, Sick, me and you talked some down to Forgotten Angels. I wish that I would have sat down and we could have had a good conversation together.
Yeah, I wish I would have talked to more people. I say that every time I go. I've only been there twice, but
yeah.
But yeah, and like the last time I went, I wish I went venturing more, exploring more. Because the only time I left was on the hang around ride. I literally got there and never left.
Yeah.
I went to the gas station. I went to go get some sugar stuff or whatever I needed. I went to get gas,
Yeah, I come in. I get there. Did I get there Wednesday? I went to Daytona. I come home. I already had Eleanor all packed up. So I come home, spent the night, got on Eleanor, and came down. And I had to leave Saturday morning because I had to be back home. But I would have gave anything if I could have stayed Saturday and came home Sunday, because from looking at everybody's videos, I missed a lot Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday there was the games, I think. And stuff.
The motorcycle cornhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tug of war. Well, it wasn't done with the motorcycles.
Tug of war.
Yeah. I videoed the slow roll. I got to eat Shade Tree's Low Country Boil. That was good.
God, that was amazing.
Yeah, big old. I love shrimp. They had the big old jumbo shrimp.
Did.
The ring jousting on the bikes right when it got dark.
Yeah, it was so good. The corn, everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I ate that, about to blow it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Dean, Eric?
I can't remember who was helping them load up the little trays because he forgot the trays. The food was done and he had to go get the trays.
He had to go get the trays?
Yeah, we didn't have no plates. He forgot them. He had to go get them, but somebody handed me a plate and he turned and handed me another plate. He said, "Here, take two of them. You're a big boy."
You're a big boy. That's great.
So what's that, Buck? What were you saying, Buck?
What
were you saying, Buck?
That's what I was hoping I was going to be able to explain to everybody that was in when all of us were in earlier.
Yeah.
When we're there at the campouts, Eric's seen it, and and Mr. Ray, you've seen it too. Shade Tree is cooking. I mean, Dwight Smokins has got his smoker out back, and he's smoking and getting all that stuff done. But Shade Tree's up in the morning cooking breakfast on the griddle.
Yeah. Yeah, we had good breakfast.
I have never not been to a camp. I've only been to 2, October and then March, just like Sick Bastard.
Yeah, he don't act like the old celebrity. I'm okay.
No.
I gotta run around and socialize with everybody. He just goes right to work, apparently. Like you said.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
They break their ass. I mean, they are cooking from the time that thing starts until the time it ends. They don't stop cooking.
See that, Buck?
Yeah. The smokers behind
that was the first
cookhouse. They never slowed down.
It never slows down.
Never slowed down.
And there's a lot of folks that put out their own opinions about the campouts and stuff. Yeah, there's shenanigans and this, that, and the other, but it's just people being able to relax in a community that they're comfortable with
and have a good time.
Yeah. It's not like it's not
Nobody's
like a
hurting nobody.
No.
That's right.
We're all young one time, you don't have to just be young to be that way, but most of us,
It's a bunch of motorcyclists coming together from different walks of life for one common goal. It's not no bike rally where there's biker bars and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And there's usually pretty much zero riffraff.
Yeah. Well, I heard last year they had a problem with all that.
Well, that was in October. That was my first year. That was my first year down.
Yeah, I heard Dave had to go down and run some of them out.
Yes. So I think that did happen because there were people there that didn't even know what Forgotten Angel was. They just thought it was a free party, a free-for-all.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They all go up, fill up with beer, come back down in their little area back down there in the back where I was.
Yeah.
Good. But it was free. And hey, and it didn't bother me. Everybody complaining, well, it was $100 now. Well, so
what?
It did keep out all the riffraff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing about it is,
I mean, where can you go for 3 or 4 days, eat, drink, $400?
Exactly.
Nowhere.
Tell me where you can do that.
Nowhere.
You can't even get a hotel for a night for $100.
No, you can't. No. Ain't no wrong sleeping in the tent. I'm glad they had showers. I got like 4 every morning. Took me a good shower.
Yeah, showers are nice.
Yeah.
But I had a good time. I got pictures of me and Shade Tree and I've been wanting to meet Saddle Tramp for years. I finally got to meet him down there, hung out with him some. We camped right next to each other. Kim said, "You camp next to us. We're down in the quiet spot." And then my biggest thrill was to meet Red Rider.
Yeah, I got an autographed
Easy
Rider from her.
Yep. They did an editorial on her. But
she's awesome, man.
I made a video on Forgotten Angel Camp Out, and I was like a little lovesick kid talking about Red Rider.
Oh yeah, I watched that video.
She's sweet, huh?
Yeah, she's
likable.
So smart, man. She has so much knowledge about old.
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
Good. Her dad is a wealth of knowledge too. That passed it on. He's passed it on to his girls.
Yeah, that is on. I couldn't you could never learn that. You could never learn that in school.
Exactly.
In school, but you could never get the shortcuts. And
if I go back in October, I'll probably have to pull my bike down, and I'm going to take my trailer, put me a bed in it, and get my converter box, take the batteries out of my boat, and take my fan with me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
But back at the October camp out.
Well, Eleanor.
Eric's phone was ringing, and I was standing beside him, didn't even know who he was.
Oh yeah.
And I looked
when I won the bike.
I'm like, dude, your phone's ringing. I said,
you know, because I pack all my stuff on Eleanor. She'll hold it all, but you know, I'm like 1,500 miles from having 100,000 miles on her, and I'm not worried about it. But you know, I don't want to get halfway there and something happens to the bike. I have to worry about getting here or there. You know.
Yeah, with all your stuff, having to leave it for a while, possibly on the side.
Yeah. So if I can trailer the Road King down and make me a little mini camper out of the trailer.
Yeah. Need a little toy.
I park out by the lake like everybody else did.
Oh, you're brave. I won't camp near that lake.
Why is that?
Yeah, you see it.
Alligators. I hate alligators, dude. I'm petrified of alligators. I don't care if they're 6 feet. I don't care if they're 2 feet. I don't care if they're 3 feet. Still bites you in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, in October, Jerry was going his ass out there to get the damn thing.
Yeah, hell no. Let me tell you something. You couldn't pay me enough money to go fishing in Florida.
But
not a prayer.
Get a little more of a you get a little better bite than you planned on.
Let me explain to you how many nature walks Eric has gone on in Florida, okay? 0. 0 nature walks, okay?
Well, it's like
up in Jersey, I used to go to Harriman all the time.
Harriman, be like
walk in the woods. You know, the biggest thing I had to worry about was either a bear or a tick.
Well, look at Joe, dirty motorcycle vagabond. He lives in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, he can do that. That's great.
Him and Scotty. Not me. I don't have the nerve to pull behind an abandoned house or just pull off in the woods and set up camp.
Yeah.
You know what would happen to me every time I did that? I would not only would I get a nail in the tire, I would get a nail in the front tire and the back tire.
And the coyotes would come around at night looking for you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the bears and the panthers and the mountain lions. Yeah.
There's a lot of wildlife in them woods in Florida.
Yeah, they'd be like, yo, Eric's here. Eric's here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go check him out. Let's go make him shit himself. So he will never come in the woods again, ever.
Be safe, girl.
Really?
Thanks for
taking care, Tara.
With us.
Glad you're doing better, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad you're doing better.
Man.
There you go.
I'm ready to go lay down, and my back is tired of sitting up.
All right, Dean. Yeah.
I love you guys. And I
all right, guys. Let's do this again. We ain't been on but 3 hours, 32 minutes, and 6 seconds.
That's
enough, great. That was a long time.
Maniacs, man.
I ain't got nothing to do.
I ain't got nothing to say. I know.
And y'all might have to work tomorrow. I don't know. I don't like it. See, y'all made me say that word.
Anybody needs
that 4-letter word?
That that W 4-letter nasty word.
We got to, see you, North. That's all I know to call you, North. See you, North. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Pleasure. Yeah.
All right, Darren. See you later, buddy.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thanks a million for all you do, man.
Tell Sandy I said hey.
Thank
all
you.
These things, and here you are still up. Get some sleep.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Let's do this again.